3, 2. The first rule of podcasting is, you know what, forget about that. Much like Ed Norton and Brad Pitt, we're not going to follow any of those rules anyway. So instead, let's finish up our TPS reports, count up our midichlorians, whatever the hell those are, and wipe our own ass for this all-new episode. And we promise it's going to be a 10. Hello and welcome to Totally 80s and 90s Recall. This is a podcast where we'll dive into everything the radical decades of the 80s and 90s through our way, from hair metal and grunge to blockbuster action flicks and cheesy sitcoms. If you're new to the show, it's awesome that you've joined us today. And for our returning listeners and subscribers, it's great to have you back. I am one of your hosts, David, joined as always by a guy who would never lose his mojo. It is my good friend, Rob.
That was a really elongated mojo.
Yeah.
Mojo. Yeah.
He's got a long mojo.
Mr. Rob. Do you know I didn't know what that was from?
Oh, wow. All these years?
I will tell you, my wife actually
Your wife used to say that all the time.
She goes, Mr. Rob, you got. I don't know if he knows where I called him that.
No,
from,
for the longest time,
yeah.
I didn't know what that was from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
All right. Technical
that's all right.
difficulties aside.
We're all right.
That happens.
We're all right. Hey, today's episode comes to us from Annette in New York City. It's a long letter. Here we go.
Oh, great.
She writes, "Hello, Dave, Rob, and Kurt. I recently fell into a relationship with a wealthy, manipulative man. He was known to seduce women. I would later learn that he wanted to find someone who posed a challenge to his charm, and he eventually found me. My father was the new school headmaster and was staunchly opposed to intimacy before relationship. His name was Sebastian, and his equally a manipulative stepsister agreed to a bet. If Sebastian failed to seduce me, then his stepsister would get his vintage Jaguar XK140. If Sebastian won, she would finally have sex with him."
Spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Sebastian's stepsister tried to recruit him into her own scheme to take revenge on her ex-boyfriend who left her because of her promiscuity. Sebastian's initial effort to seduce me failed, as I had been informed of his reputation. Sebastian suspected my friend Greg, and Sebastian blackmailed him into convincing me Sebastian was a good person. Sebastian also learned that a friend's mother had warned me and agreed to corrupt her daughter as revenge. Sebastian and I started to develop genuine feelings for one another. Sebastian was attracted to my honesty and ability to make him laugh. Haha. There was one time when he kissed me, but I resisted because I also had feelings for him and feared I could not restrain myself around him.
Oh, my goodness.
Getting saucy. Sebastian called me a hypocrite for rejecting the opportunity for true love, and I finally relented and started to make advances at him. But he was confused about his own feelings and declined my advances. I left the following day, but he found me, professed his feelings, and we had a moment of intimacy. Means they did it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up.
His stepsister was jealous and tried to seduce him, but she was frustrated that her hold over him had been broken by his feelings for me. She convinced him that he could never change his true nature. Sebastian planned to tell me the truth about the bet, but his stepsister warned him that he would only destroy both our reputations. He met with me, and he lied to me. Yeah. Claiming he only wanted the physical element of our relationships and had no real feelings for me. Devastated, I told him to leave. He told his stepsister that he had broken up with me and now wanted his reward for winning the bet. Remember what she was going to do?
Yeah.
But his stepsister dismissed him and revealed that he was the true target of her scheme and that she manipulated him into feeling shame over his love for me for her own amusement. Sebastian tries to contact me, but to confess the truth and beg for a second chance, but I refused to see him. He gave me his journal in which he had detailed his stepsister's manipulative schemes, their bet, and his true feelings for me. Seeking revenge, his stepsister called an acquaintance who violently confronted Sebastian. The ensuing fight migrated to the middle of the street. I tried to intervene, but I was thrown into traffic, and though he pushed me to safety, Sebastian was struck by a taxi. Yeah.
They'll get you.
Yeah. We confessed our
yellow
love for
ones
each
don't
other
stop.
before he died. They confessed their love. Yeah. Dave, Rob, and Kurt, I'm at a loss as what to do. So,
I bet we have some answers.
yeah.
We do.
Okay.
Well, Annette, the Recall Studio team sends our condolences for your loss. We also want to remind you that the old saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. The Totally 80s and 90s Recall team put our collective brains together, and we offer you the following suggestions. Number one, first, you're going to recruit a network of friends that have been hurt by Sebastian's stepsister. Next, you're going to want to make copies of Sebastian's journal. 3, at Sebastian's funeral, while Sebastian's stepsister undoubtedly delivers a heartless eulogy, your team will hand out copies of said journal. Number 4, people will start leaving the funeral while she is still speaking, and she will rush outside to find your team handing out copies of Sebastian's journal. As the details of her manipulation, promiscuity, and drug abuse are made public, she will weep at her reputation and as her good girl persona are destroyed. When it's all over, we suggest you take a drive down an unnamed highway in Sebastian's vintage Jaguar, keep a copy of his journal close by, put on a pair of his old sunglasses, and remember the fond memories you and Sebastian shared together. Now, Kip and the boys also suggested you should give Sebastian's journal a really cool title.
Ooh.
Here are the titles that they came up with. Number 1, Malicious Games.
Ooh.
Number 2, Vicious Desires.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Number 3, Heartless Schemes.
Nice.
No. Number 4, Depraved Plans. All right. Number 5, Deceptive Maneuvers. I don't know. Number 6, Calculated Seduction. I like that one.
That's not bad.
Number 7, Underhanded Games. Yeah. Number 8, Twisted Desires.
Twisted.
Yeah. And number 9, this is Kip's favorite, Cruel Intentions.
Oh. We'll see.
Yeah.
I had told Kip I thought it should be oral magic, but I did not win.
No.
I thought it fit the whole crux of what we
The
talked
whole
about
crux.
there. So what
Anyway.
are you gonna do?
Yeah, so that's a net.
That's a net.
Yeah.
I like that we've become a de facto Ann Landers in the podcast community.
I think we give good advice.
We
quite
do.
I
honest.
think we do.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear from them after we've given our advice to see how it turned out. Because I'm gonna bet.
Hopefully they
I'm gonna
write
bet.
back to see if,
Yeah,
if
I
it
know.
works.
We should.
I'm gonna bet we
do a
should have
follow-up.
we'll have a follow up show with
Yeah.
all our letters,
Yeah.
and we'll get our responses back to
See
find
how
out
they're doing.
how they did with the
that's
dead
right.
dad in the chimney, and how we did with the cruel
I
intentions.
know. I wonder if
here.
she. I think about her often.
Yeah,
The dead
Yeah.
dad in the chimney.
Yeah, that's
she's fine.
tough.
Yeah,
She-
she's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
she survives, and she lives on.
she's doing all right.
She's doing all right. Oh,
Wow, we're
are we
singing today.
Okay.
Wow.
You just,
It's
You
just-
queued me
you
up.
just feel it.
All right,
Yeah,
well.
you do. You
I'll
don't.
just sit back and watch.
I'll just let it go. You sit back and watch.
That's right.
Where are these accents coming from?
You just hush up. You just
you
sit
just
back.
hush.
You
I
just
will
hush.
tell you, I did teach
You
a
shut your
class
butt.
today. I taught math in a southern accent.
Why?
Did you?
I did, because sometimes you just feel it.
Silly. Your kids are probably looking at you. What is that going on?
They
here?
did go, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Sometimes I just got to teach this way."
You should have said, "Well, my brother-in-law lived in Texas,
That's right.
so sometimes it comes back."
It just comes out.
So, well, you've already heard him, and he's back in the studio today. Misa favorite movie hound himself. It is, of course,
Man, the
It
in-house
is, of course,
studio
Kurt.
is
Yeah,
excited
they're-
to see you today.
they're
Now,
hyped.
it's very funny about how that introduction just went, because my introduction says, "Good morning, movie boys. Misa glad to be here."
well, Misa
with
glad
yous."
too. Misa real happy to see you.
Misa real happy. I'm not going to look under the table to see if you're really happy, but you know.
Oh, hello.
We'll change
Heyo.
the, you know what? We'll change the Misa. Weesa, so happy to see you.
Misa's so happy. That's right. You know, I just can't wait to take the red pill to see
Weird.
how deep
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole we go
Ah,
today.
very good.
I see what you did there.
So,
That's good.
Since Weesa the Binks boys.
We said the Binks. Oh no! Is that a new T-shirt? We said the Binks boys. Just
We
our
said the
faces.
Binks boys.
That'd be pretty good. So, all right. Well, this is the recording of this. It's the 1st of May. Right? Well, it's the 3rd of May, but it's the first week of May.
Yes.
And as we've mentioned on many
Yeah.
of our podcasts, I am in a text group with one Mr. JT.
It's gonna be May.
Oh, yeah. And you wouldn't be a 80s, 90s podcast if we didn't have. So he sent me that personally.
I like it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he said that I
Very
could go
nice.
ahead and play it on the radio. And he's going to be my wife and your
Our
wife.
wives, yes, our wives.
Our wives.
Lads.
They're at his concert this weekend. We couldn't get together. He's too busy. So
That's
he
right,
sent
yeah.
me in the text group. He's like, gonna have to catch you on the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be May.
That's gonna be my favorite button all day.
But speaking of 1st of May, Rob,
Yeah.
after today's recording,
yeah.
but before this goes out to the masses, you're going to be heading to the Great White North
I am.
to go with the wife to
Yeah.
go see some Pearl Jam. Is that accurate?
That is correct.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I am excited.
You sound excited.
I
People
am.
at home are like, wow, he's on the edge
I
of
am.
his seat.
I am.
I just want you to notice, as soon as you brought it up, arms went crossed.
Arms went crossed.
I think he secretly pinched his nipples.
He did.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That's good.
I did.
Yeah.
I have one.
Self-gratification.
I have
That's right.
On the
One
podcast.
innie, one outie.
Yes. So, well, have fun.
I will.
Hopefully,
It'll be good.
You get to go to
Yeah.
2 concerts.
Yeah, my wife's really excited
She
about
is
that.
super pumped, right? So
She's like, I was expecting
She's
you
like,
to sell one.
make sure you-
once is enough.
make sure you get up there, get some poutine, get some fries and gravy.
That's right. Yeah,
That'll
some
be
fries
good.
and
right?
gravy.
I did have poutine last time we were up there.
It's pretty good,
so-
like legit poutine.
yeah, I had it. It was good.
Basically fries with gravy.
Well, I
right?
had a little more of a. Mine had lobster in it too,
Oh.
so I went a little fancy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
I don't-
flex that was. Mine had lobster in
Look,
it.
when I go to Canada, Misa don't play around. Okay.
Misa don't play.
Yeah, I got the lobster.
Lobster poutine. I can't be eating that.
I can't just have
regular
just
gravy.
gravy.
No.
No. My lobster
Well-
was flown in from Maine.
They wouldn't fly lobster into Canada from Maine. They have their own lobster.
No, they have
Oh,
none.
okay. That's
No.
right. They're not next to the water at all.
That's
so-
right.
Maine lobster is better.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if the Canadians will sign off on that, but all right. So
I don't know.
Well, I had a proud dad moment this week.
Oh.
Proud father moment, if you will, if you want to be official. Everyone knows we've talked about him on here. My son Connor.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gives us his movie opinions.
That's right. Mhm.
But
Connor's
this week, for no reason, it was no assignment, no nothing. He wanted to watch Roadhouse for the first time. He'd never watched it, and so proud dad moment. I got to sit there smiling as he enjoyed Roadhouse.
Did he enjoy it?
Oh, he loved it.
Oh.
He thought it was great.
And just for everybody out there,
Yes.
it was the original
of course.
Roadhouse, not the garbage remake.
A really
Have you seen
stupid-
the remake?
Would you
to
even
make-
ask me that question?
I just had for the listeners out there
Blasphemy,
that
no.
might get confused.
No. Of course, it was the original. Yeah, so he's what did he say at one moment? He's like, everyone in this movie is really aggressive.
They
That's
fight
true.
for a living.
They're mad.
He was a big fan of Wade Garrett's hair. So,
Ah.
and he couldn't figure out how do all the bartenders and waitresses and just general people at bars know other bouncers from other bars. Are there trading cards? Is there some sort of monthly magazine that goes out?
That's right.
That's kind of like
Bouncer
over the
monthly.
top, though. Or how did they know? They all know each other.
They were in
I
their
guess
group.
they're in the same.
Yeah,
That's
so.
true.
Well, but we're not talking about Roadhouse
Okay,
today, Rob.
sorry.
Why don't you tell us? We're over the top. Tell us and tell our fans what today's topic actually is.
Okay, so we're back in the movie. We're back in the draft business.
Draft
Yeah,
business.
so we are looking at 1999 movies.
Absolutely correct.
And we are drafting.
We are. We're going to have some fun. We did a
Little
movie draft.
Three-way draft.
Yes. It's the only way to draft. We did a movie draft back in February this year,
We did.
the three of us, which if you haven't listened to, we highly recommend going back, finding that. A lot of fun. That was for 1989. But we've developed, but this is for 1999,
1999.
25 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Wow.
So
Just seems like
that feels
yesterday.
good.
It's a long time.
That is a long time. So, just like last time, we developed a list of 35 of the best movies of 1999, and the three of us will select our favorites draft style to see who can make the best movie team.
Yeah.
Now, if you two were to name your fantasy movie team
Yes.
that we're going to develop today, what is the name of your team?
Mine. I'm going to go with because I'm the movie hound. We're going to go with the Hound Dogs.
Oh, wow.
Because we can sniff out a good movie.
Oh, we need one of those buttons that goes, but that would have been perfect right there. But that's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
So that the Hound Dogs.
That's right.
Okay. And what did Rob come up
I
with?
came up with the sock puppet uprising.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you get that from your list of band names?
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, he just
Yeah.
pulled it out of the sky. I'm just going to go my team today. So Sock Puppet Uprising,
Yeah.
Hound Dogs, and I'm going to go with Punch and Pie. So that's what I'm
Oh,
going
I
with.
like it.
Yes.
His was
Punch and
topical.
pie.
He went topical.
Punch and pie.
I always go topical. Why wouldn't you? Plus, if there's Punch and Pie,
Topical.
I'm going to come. That's the way
Topical.
it's going to go.
Oh,
So-
Whoa, that's a
hello.
See, your mind's,
Oh, wow.
you're automatically in the gutter,
That's right.
both of you, and
yeah.
now we're going to get in big trouble.
Speaking of topical,
So,
it's like cream can be topical.
Oh, stop
No.
it. No, it cannot.
Oh.
Cream is not topical.
Sometimes you will be prescribed a topical
No,
cream.
none of us are dermatologists. That's nothing we need to talk.
Get a little extra dry. You got to get some,
All right. So
get some cream.
All right. Well,
Hey.
so 1999,
1999.
which I mentioned was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
By the way, your wife's going to hate that entire previous segment. Was
It's
a
all
big.
right.
Sorry.
It was a big year in movies. We're at the end of the decade of the 90s,
Yeah.
end of the 20th century. Y2K looming over our lives. Which, spoiler alert, we all survived.
That's right.
So
Nobody
in,
died.
in case you're waiting to
Planes
see
did
how-
not fall out of the
in
sky.
case you're wondering how that turned out and you didn't know, we all survived.
We're doing all right.
Entertainment Weekly called 1999 the year that changed movies.
Oh.
Star Wars returned to the theaters.
Yeah.
We got our first found footage style horror film, kind of established a genre.
Yeah.
The Matrix took visual effects to a new level. Fight Club and The Sixth Sense created huge reveals, and many low budget comedies became cult classics once they hit VHS and DVD. In 1999, 17 movies grossed over $100 million. That means a lot of people are going to the movies. Star Wars Episode 1 raked in over $400 million on its own. The second highest grossing movie was The Sixth Sense, which almost hit $300 million. In contrast, at the beginning of the decade, in 1990, only 9 films broke the $100 million mark in ticket sales, and the highest grossing movie was Ghost, which barely broke $200 million.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you remember Ghost.
I do remember.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good time at the theater. So, but in 1999, Ghost would have been the 5th highest grossing movie. So,
Wow.
there you go. Although, altogether, Americans spent $7.95 billion on movie tickets in 1999. And it was a big year for romantic comedies, teen movies, action, and indie kind of small films.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have a segment I want. It's called Debuts.
oh, nice.
I like it.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're going.
Yeah,
not today.
I think you're supposed to say it debuts.
Oh,
Ooh.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I like the
He's
butt.
trying to be like
The-
Turd
yeah.
Ferguson over here.
So in 1999, here's some actor and actresses that made their debut.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Amy Adams,
Oh, yeah.
Zoe Deschanel, Idris Elba, James Franco, Zach Galifianakis, Tony Hale, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Jackman.
Yeah. Wow. Michael B. Jordan.
I like that actor, Hugh Jackman.
He's got 2 sides.
I got 2 sides.
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, nice.
Brie Larson, Justin Long, Melissa McCarthy, Salmon Pegg,
Everyone.
Gabrielle Union, and Rainn Wilson.
Kurt, all of Hollywood. Just kidding.
They all started that year.
All started in 99.
They all made their debuts
Debuts.
in
Debuts.
1999.
Wouldn't Jason Biggs also have been a debut?
I don't know.
I think so.
Sean William Scott.
Sean Williams.
Oh yeah, he was
Scott.
on the list too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no one calls him that.
I do.
I do.
I do.
So
Nobody
Yeah.
calls him that.
nobody calls him that.
Nobody calls him Sean. It's Sean
Yeah.
William.
But so 1999, we were in college.
Yeah, we
Yes.
just
Yeah.
We all were.
All were.
That was my first year up with you guys.
Up in the Central.
Yeah, first year I met
so we're all
you
in
guys.
college,
Yeah.
and we would happily trot down to the movie theater, the Liberty,
That's right.
and
What was the other one?
The
That
Grand
was good.
Central,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah, where was that one? There was
it
one
was in
over
downtown by the
well,
post
outside
office.
of town. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
And then sometimes our wives
Wow.
would try to convince us to haul up to Roslyn to go to that crappy old theater, but
yeah.
I said no.
But it's
But
cool.
I will
and
tell you,
hip
I did
and-
not meet Aubrey until
Yes, you did.
2000.
That is correct.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, so we don't know each other at this point.
That's correct.
So
Okay.
I
But
was
yeah.
still a lone wolf at this time.
Lone wolf looking for his wolf pack.
Oh. the lone wolf.
He's looking for his wolf pack. Right
right.
now, he's a one-man wolf pack.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So he's looking for 2 other doggy dogs to go
Stalking the
prowling
streets
with.
of Ellensburg.
Prowling.
Grease 2. Yes.
That is correct. I was hoping you would get that. I'm very happy that you did. We could shut this down now that you got the Grease 2 reference.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Bowl,
Prowling.
let's rock and roll.
That's twice. Okay. Where does the bowling go?
Oh, 3 times.
Oh, we could do them all.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even hit Cool Rider.
Or do it for our country.
Or girl, or your girl for all seasons.
That's right.
It's never ending. So,
One might argue that Grease 2 is the better Grease.
It is far
there's-
superior.
It's not even an argument. It's pretty much a fact, right? Anyone who knows that it's better.
And
Right?
heads everywhere explode.
Even
People
John
are-
Travolta. It's a great better movie.
Oh
Huh?
no!
By the way, remember when I said I took the red pill and I can't wait to see how deep this rabbit hole goes? We're going deep right now. I did not have Grease 2 on my list today.
Okay. Well, let's scoop up Mini-Me. Look at the most beautiful plastic bag ever and talk about that one time at band camp as we spray on our whipped cream bikini and all head to the movies back in 1999. Man, the sound department's picking out some good topical things today.
That's right.
They're doing a good job. So, hey, fans, have you found yourself camping and your crazy friend kicked your only map into a stream? No worries. If you find yourself lost, then the best thing you can do is to tune in to every episode of Totally 80s and 90s Recall. But to ensure you're not wandering aimlessly around the forest of millions of podcasts, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And despite them possibly going crazy, share it with a friend you know loves the 80s and 90s just as much as you. And sure, you may meet your untimely demise in an old abandoned basement, but hey, on the bright side, you'll at least know more about the 80s and 90s than that damned old witch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty
Your
good.
oohs and ahs,
very nice.
It's like he's got a little bit of the Arnold going on over there. All right. So as we said at the top, we're back to drafting again today.
Yeah.
As the three of us will be selecting our top 8 movies from 1999. Just like a real draft, we have identified 35 draft eligible movies. We had a combine. We've done our research.
Yeah.
They consist of the top 10 grossing films of the year and 25 other hand-selected popular films from that year.
Wow.
So, Robin, Kurt, did you think the list we had to draft from this week gave a good idea of what movies were like in 1999?
I do. It's a good wide range of types of movies that we got going on in our list.
I think we got multiple versions of genres and
Yes.
things.
I struggled.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a movie guy. I mean, that's not my first gear.
But we're the movie boys.
I know. But
It's literally our name.
It's literally our name.
And then you come on the pod and go,
But-
I'm not really a movie person.
Well,
I'm just-
I tend to gravitate more towards music. And
Oh, I know.
The movies, I struggle in the department of movies.
but it's all good.
Yeah.
You've seen
So,
some of them.
I've seen some of them. Yeah.
Yes. And you have an idea of the others.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So.
We went to the movies together. That's why we're the movie boys. we hit the Liberty many times.
I'm trying to
in
remember what
Ellensburg.
movies we went to see. I don't remember.
But he was not always
saw many.
sober there.
He was fine. Yeah.
I was.
He had to bring movie beers.
Movie beer.
He put him in his oversized cargo pants.
That's right. That's what all those big pockets were for.
That's why you like the cargo pants.
I
'cause
do
you
like
could
the cargo
get
pants.
Movie beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of things in places.
Yeah. And they didn't enforce anything at the Liberty, so you
No.
could crack a movie beer.
They were
and
just
nobody
happy
would care.
people showed up.
Yeah, that's all.
It was the late 90s. Nobody cares.
So, okay, well, before coming on the air today, we scientifically drew
Yeah.
names from a hat to decide the drafting order, and Rob has earned the number
Yes.
1 pick. I think it's the first
Gonna be
time.
May.
It's going to be Rob.
It's going to be Rob, of course.
Yep.
The Movie Hound coming in at number 2.
Oh, that's
So
right.
he's
They
gonna
call
be-
me number 2.
So he's going to be the he's going to be the pivot in this drafting sandwich.
Pivot.
I like to
and-
pivot back and forth between you movie boys. Woo!
And I will, of course, be coming in third today. So
yeah.
we'll be
Or sometimes
doing this,
not at all.
Sometimes not at all. We are just all over. Although that might not be as topical, but it's close.
Wow.
I didn't know it was your turn, baby. Okay, so
goodness.
well, we'll be doing this in a snake format. So at the end of the first round, I will pick 2 in a row. Then as we get back to the top, Rob will pick 2 in a row at the number 1 spot, and we'll keep doing that until we get to the end for all 8 rounds, so we can formulate the hounds again. What was it? The hound dogs.
Hound dog.
Yeah.
The the name Rob gave his team.
Sock Puppet Uprising.
Sock Puppet Uprising, and of course Punch and Pie.
Punch
So-
and pie.
There you go.
So, well, with that, let's head into the draft room. really dramatic.
It
today.
was,
So,
yeah.
all right, Rob, the clock has officially been turned on.
Man.
So you are, let's hear it for, ooh.
He's already gotten the pick is in.
The pick is in. The number one pick in
Wow.
our draft is,
I'm going to go with The Matrix.
nobody saw that coming, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right.
So it's a science fiction action film written by the Wachowski brothers.
Wachowski.
Is the first installment in The Matrix, and it should have been the last, quite honestly.
There should have been no more than that.
Yeah. It stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie Ann Moss, Hugo Weaving, and Joe Pantoliano.
Hugo.
It's a dystopian future, humanity unknowingly trapped inside a simulated reality. We talked about earlier, you talked about the red pill. The film popularized terms such as the red pill, introduced a visual effect known as bullet time, in which the heightened perception of certain characters is represented by allowing the action within a shot to progress in slow motion. They kind of started that. Widespread acclaim from critics for innovative visual effects, action sequences, cinematography, and entertainment value. It grossed over $460 million on a $63 million budget.
Yep.
It received nominations at the Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, and Best Sound Editing, winning all 4.
Outstanding.
It's considered one of the greatest science fiction films of all time.
Yes.
And it's in the National Film Registry. Then it was followed in 2003 by The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions, and then 2021, The Matrix Resurrections, which are all awful.
All awful.
All awful.
You know what
I
the Matrix? You know what the Matrix taught me?
What's that?
That Keanu Reeves knows kung fu.
Oh, wait a minute.
I know kung fu.
See,
Yes, he does.
he's always available to tell you as well, right? So prove it. So you know what though? Every time I watch that movie, and we'll cover it one of these days for sure. But I'm with Joey Pants on this one. I'm going back. I'm going back in.
I'm going back in.
I'm not eating the gruel. I'm not doing the rest of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going back in.
When he's eating that steak.
His thing of ignorance is bliss. I'm with Joey Pants on that one. I'm just gonna keep me away from the dude, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So
yeah.
my favorite line in that movie though is probably when she goes, "Not like these,
Not
not
like
like these." I say that all the time. Like something will happen, I'll go, "Not like these."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Matrix,
so the
yep.
Matrix went off the board at number 1. So after having to shuffle because that's the top. That was the top draft pick right there. That was the consensus. All the pundits said that was a slam dunk.
It was a slam dunk?
Slam dunk.
Okay.
So after you look at shuffling your board,
Would that have been your number 1?
It was not my
I was going to
Oh,
say,
okay.
you're not a Matrix wouldn't
he's
have been
not
your
a
number
Matrix guy. Yeah,
it
he's
was
gonna come in.
it was on my list. It was high on the
Yeah.
list. It wasn't number 1.
1. Yeah, you didn't strike me as it probably was number 1 on yours.
It was number 1 on mine.
See,
I'll give it away.
yeah.
So, but that takes us to then looking at your board and finding out who is going to be number 2.
Number 2, it might be surprising for you, but I went Varsity Blues.
Oh, you announced
I
it
announced
before.
before.
You
There
have
was
to
a
wait.
delay.
That's the
Sorry.
fans won't know a pick is in.
We didn't use the chime the first draft, so I'm getting
I know,
used to it.
yeah.
Sorry.
Just give me a heads up. And
He's a new GM.
That's
folks.
right.
right.
All right.
So you went
I
Varsity
said, I went
Blues?
Varsity Blues.
Wow.
There's a couple of reasons. One,
Wow, number 1.
it was our pre-funk movie in
Oh, yeah.
college.
Nice.
Sophomore year. It was always we watched it probably at least 2 to 3 times a week
Yeah, it's great.
because we went out a lot.
Yeah, good for you.
I can say for the first year, I can't say that I watched it completely sober.
Oh,
I
nice.
usually started the movie sober.
Yeah. But I know non-sober, you could jump up the middle of that movie and go, "I don't want your
Go
life."
Or Ms. Davis, will you go to the prom
You go
with
prom
me?
with me.
I mean, it's good. Let's see here. What
it's
details I
great.
got? It made over $50 million. I like there's a tagline that says, "In a town where winning is everything, these guys have nothing to lose."
Oh,
Or it takes a hero to know what's worth winning.
that's great.
Yeah.
So, of
I
course,
just
it
remember.
starred good old James Vanderbeek,
Yeah.
Paul Walker, Allie Larder, and the whipped cream bikini, of course.
Whipped cream bikini.
Good old Scott Kahn, Amy Smart, Ron Lester.
10.
A 10.
Give it up for Ron Lester, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it hits me just because of I remember sitting there
That movie's
night
great.
after night
That movie's
with
so quotable and it's
Yes.
so good. And I will say, if you go back and watch it, Tweeter hasn't aged well. Tweeter has a line in there where he's like, you go out with a girl, you give her 2 Percocets, a Vicodin, and a beer, and the panties just fall off. It's nice. I'm like, no. In 2024, that's not nice.
That's not nice. That's a felony.
You know what? In 1999, that probably wasn't nice either. But if you're a small town Texas football star,
who
it's
can steal a cop car and
That's
nothing
right.
happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. What'd she say?
It's
Mox, Tweeter threw my clothes out the window. Will you come in and keep me warm?
That's right.
By the way, I couldn't have gotten that car fast enough. Mox, you're killing me here, man.
He's like, no,
come on.
He had 4 beers left.
I don't
He was
care.
Just gonna hang
There's
out.
no chance. No, you're the quarterback in Texas of a football team like that, and you're getting in the police cruiser.
right.
Come on, Mox. I don't want your life.
I don't want you.
I still don't know what accent Vanderbeek's using, but I like it.
He went Southern. That's about it.
I don't know if it's even Southern. It's something.
But I like
So,
it.
I
But I
like
like it. That's right.
I like it. So, all right. Well, that means I'm up.
You're up twice.
So, yeah, I got to do
So you
2.
get picks 3 and 4.
It's tough. I have a draft board. I'm just going to stay true to my draft board, even though I know I'm going to lose a couple other coming back the other direction. But my first choice is going to tie to a couple of things I said early, and I'm going to go with the Blair Witch Project. So
Blair Witch is off the board.
Blair Witch is off the
gone.
board. So I just remember thinking this movie at the time was like awesome. Like the documentary style. Is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah.
I thought it was creepy. Looking back on it now, is as good as I remember? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I remember '99. I saw this multiple times.
We went to the theater together.
Yep, we
I remember
did.
that.
See, now he remembers.
I do
Yeah,
remember
there we
that
go.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also saw The Matrix together too. Because after we came out of The Matrix,
I do remember.
we were in the Liberty. Rob goes, it was really good use of that song at the end. Yeah. From,
It had
from
the music.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, I just remember Blair Witch because I've been camping and I've heard all those
been
noises
camping.
in the
Yeah,
woods at night and all that was creepy. And when they ran down the steps and the hands were on the walls and all those things.
I
it
remember
just
that was one of the
freaked
first
me out.
movies I'd ever been in where, like, when there'd be a quiet moment, the theater was
Just
completely
completely
silent.
silent.
Like people were like literally frozen to their seats, and but yeah, Blair Witch. That's
Blair
a good
Witch.
one.
Blair
That's a good
Witch,
one.
yep.
Have you
That's a good one?
Have you all seen the Blair Witch?
I have seen the Blair
I
Witch.
have. I probably haven't seen it since we saw it. I don't
Wow.
know that I've watched it again.
We watch it. It's part of our Halloween repertoire.
I was going to say, I watched it when we did our Halloween episode last October. so.
Yeah, I forgot about the Halloween episode.
Yes, that's right.
Very good. So, well, I'm going to go in a different direction with my next pick.
So is your picks on the board?
Picks on the board. Oh. Wow. Everyone's going to hate us by the end of this thing.
You said that at the
We're only
beginning.
doing it 28 times, kids.
20 more
Seems
times.
like a lot. And now I know why they boo Roger Goodell every time. Stop playing. Stop playing that
I'm just going
down.
to say, send your hate to David. He wanted the chimes.
Well, there was some instructions on the chimes, but we'll see what happens. So. Anyway, I'm going to go, since we went with horror / little depressing on the first one, I'm going to go in the other direction and go comedy, and I'm going to go with American Pie because I love American Pie. I've always loved it. It probably hasn't aged as well. I've heard people have watched it in 24 and go, oh, it's a little,
a little much.
It's a little much, and there's some things going on, but I think it's funny. I think it coined the term MILF.
Yep.
Is
that true?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't think anyone had said that much before that movie. So the movie's ridiculous, but it's so funny. No person that has been around since that time can now say that one time at band camp and not know what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's so many quotes in that. Stifler's amazing. It is a good comedic movie. The dad, Eugene Levy, might be the best part of the whole movie.
It's totally
'Cause
natural.
His deadpan delivery and how much he loves his son is just so funny.
I
Keep it
read-
real, homies.
I read that he threatened to quit the movie if they didn't just let him improv a lot of his lines.
That's great. When he brings the pornographic books to his room and he goes, this is a book called Shaved. I'm not familiar with this one.
Listen to the taglines that American Pie had. The first one, there's something about your first piece.
Ooh.
Fill that sticky hole.
Wow.
Come again.
They put those out?
Yes. Boy gets girl. Boy loses girl. Boy gets pie.
Nice. So look, it was 99, folks. We can't.
It was 99.
We make no
We
apology.
can't make any apologies for it.
I was amazed. Sean William Scott only got paid $8,000
Yeah, he
for
did.
that role.
But by like
For the first one,
but like
yeah.
the third one, he was getting like $5 or $6 million.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was his first role. So he had not yet hit the old what's it called with Ashton Kutcher? What's the movie they're in? Sweet.
Oh,
Whatever it is.
Dude, where's my
Dude,
car?
where's my car?
What's mine
Yeah.
say? Dude.
What's mine say? Sweet. All right, that takes us back to you, Kurt.
That's me. All righty.
Yes.
Let's see here. What's on my next list?
I think I know.
Ooh, E, O, E. All right, I'm going to change it up for my list just a little bit,
Oh.
just so I can
Whoa.
steal
Wow,
from
a little
others.
strategery going
Right,
on.
nice.
Right? Can I get my little...
Oh,
Oh,
I don't want to jump it again. All right. The pick is in. I'm going to go with the Green Mile.
oh wow.
I'm going to walk the mile. Walking the
Walking a
mile.
mile. Walking the green mile.
That's right.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired.
Tired,
I'm
boss.
tired.
My name's Coffee. Like the drink, only spelled different.
Spelt different. I like Wild Bill in that movie.
That's right.
Sam Rockwell is amazing.
So we've got Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan as John Coffey, like we just said. Doug Hutchinson.
Coffey.
I just put Gross.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's the one that married a 16-year-old later in life when he was 51.
Yeah.
He was in Lost.
Lost.
He was.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
so good.
Made over $280 million. Tagline for this one: Miracles do happen.
Miracles.
Miracles. Except
Miracles
for, and
do
Tom finally got to pee. It was great.
Oh, yeah. When he let that go.
So much relief.
He got to pee, and then the wife got a little,
We got
how's
a
your
little-
father?
That's right.
Ah, that's right.
Father's good. He can
She
pee.
was
forgot
she
about
was
that.
smiling the rest of that movie. Old Bonnie Hunt.
Oh, Bonnie.
Oh, my.
I declare.
I didn't know Mr. Beauregard was here.
I declare.
I'm walking the green mile.
Wow.
Well, if it's the Green Mile, ew.
Look, we just said he could pee now. We didn't say he fixed all the problems.
That's right.
All
righty.
All right, that takes us back to Rob for 2 picks.
That's right. Finish the second round, top of the third.
Finish this.
Okay.
What we're doing.
I'm going to go with.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, he's between players.
That's right. It's a difficult decision.
I'm going to go with Office Space.
Oh,
damn you.
Weak sauce. I did not
Yeah.
anticipate you taking that soon.
Yep.
I
I
was
knew
hoping
you
they would
guys
get
liked
it.
it. So I wanna
Very
take it,
upset about
yeah.
I
that.
actually watched that one last night.
Yeah.
Had you not watched it before?
I had, but it was
It's
one of
been a
those.
long
I was
time.
doing a couple of notes. I was like,
So
let's put
good.
this one on.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So this is an American satirical black comedy. It's written and directed by Mike Judge, the same guy that did Beavis and Butthead. Oh, jeez. It satirizes the work life of a typical 1990s software company.
Yes.
Starred Ron Livingston, Jennifer Aniston, Gary Cole.
Gary Cole is
yeah,
amazing in this movie.
He's the
Okay.
TPS guy. Yeah, that'd be great.
TPS,
Yeah,
that'd be
it'd
great.
Yeah. Based on Judge's Milton cartoon,
Yeah.
the film was Judge's second full-length film following Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Really good one, by the
You've
way.
mentioned that before.
Yeah, it's good.
Garnered a cult following with the. That's the only thing I remember. But it all garnered a cult following within the field, but it also addresses themes familiar to white collar employees and the workforce in general. It was a box office disappointment. It
Yeah,
only made
doesn't matter.
$12.2 million on a $10 million budget.
Yeah.
However, it sold well on home video and has become a cult
Cult
film.
classic.
Lots of internet memes. There's a million about the O face. There's there's the
I love that
copier.
guy.
There's the TPS report. There's in 2008, Entertainment Weekly named Office Space one of the 100 best films from 1983 to 2008. One of the 100 best films. It doesn't say comedy. It says
'Cause it's
it's
great.
100 best films from 83 to 2008.
Yep.
Ranked it at number 73. And then again, Entertainment Weekly loves this movie. In 2008, they said it ranked it 5th on its list of the 25 great comedies from the past 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
despite having originally given the film a poor review.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Hey, Peter, man.
Check out Channel 9. It's the breast exam again.
Watch out for your cornhole, buddy.
My favorite part of that, though, might be when he's having, because he found out that Jennifer Aniston had slept with Lumberg, but he thinks
hell,
it's his
Lumberg.
boss. Yeah, he thinks it's his boss. And so he has that dream, and he's having sex with
Right.
And he's
Holds
got
the
the
coffee
coffee cup, and he goes, Peter, what's happening?
I like this one right here.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
I have actually said that out like at work.
not that
I've said that
I'll go. It's I don't care.
I've said the thing.
I wouldn't call it work,
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, I've said the thing a million times where they're like, I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
So, all right, good steal right there.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you to take that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you have your second pick at the top of the third round.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Austin Powers 2.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Double come. You are
Yeah.
off the rails today. You are
Right.
drafting
He's going-
interestingly.
He's
Yeah.
going,
Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me?
Yeah, baby. It's a spy comedy film, second installment. Many people think it's better than the first. A lot of people think it's one of the few movies where the sequel was
Because
better
they
than
like
the
the
first.
mini-me.
No, they like
it's-
the fat bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
It
good, too.
stars
He ate a
franchise co-producer and writer Mike Myers as Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, and Fat Bastard.
Ooh, fat bastard.
Yeah.
You really are a fat bastard.
Get in my belly.
Oh, baby.
That's another one of those.
You just can quote for days. I got the turtle head poking out. Yeah.
So scoodgy.
It's all
squidgy.
terrible. Let's see when he smells his fart. Everyone loves their own brand.
Right. The film's title is a play on the James
We're
Bond.
12, by the way. That's right. We're 12 years old.
The film's title is a play on the James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, yes.
It centers on Dr. Evil returning again from cryostasis to strike out powers from the past using a time machine to remove Powers' charisma, his mojo, and deprive him of whatever qualities made him an effective secret agent so he can no longer interfere with Evil's plans. It was the most commercially successful of all the Austin Powers film. It grossed $312 million worldwide.
Yeah.
It was nominated at the 72nd Academy Awards for Best Makeup.
Ooh, I like it.
Who did it lose to?
I don't know.
Topsy Turvy.
Ooh.
I've never heard the movie,
But apparently good makeup.
but I did look it up.
Apparently
I
good
was going to
makeup.
say, good.
Better makeup, yeah.
Good. It was like a song and dance movie, so apparently they had good
makeup.
rouge.
Wow.
By the way,
And it was followed by Austin Powers Gold Member.
I like Gold
Yes.
Member. But
I was going to say,
for
the second one is the one I've
Like
seen
the
the
mojo
least,
and the
which is
fauna.
why I watched it yesterday. I was like, I honestly
Which
can't. Two is the one I've watched the
Oh.
least. I've seen one and Gold Member the most.
I like
And I was
two.
like, oh, two.
yeah, two's good.
Who does?
I will say, Heather Graham's looking good in that movie. So, what's her name? What's her the name in the movie they give her?
I don't remember.
They always have those funny names
Yeah, I don't remember.
for the women.
I was going to say, I remember Gold Member.
You
It's a
said
lot
you-
of vagina.
Yeah, but you just want no. That's in the first one.
Is that first
Vagina.
one?
Yeah, the second one. The third one's Gold Member's Beyonce.
Oh.
Foxy
Oh,
Cleopatra.
that's right.
I'm a whole lot of woman. Anyway, that's the way that went. So,
Oh, goodness.
that's Gold Member's the one with the Fukumi and Fukuyu.
Oh, yeah.
Twins, Basil. twins.
Felicity Shagwell.
Felicity
Yes.
Shagwell. I like that. That's good. And we got
There
some
you
more
go.
Burt Backer acts. So you
That's
can't go
right.
wrong with that. So, all right. So, man, Office
up.
Space and Austin Powers off the board, which takes it to you, Kurt.
Takes it to me. All right. I'm going to go.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. What do I got? All right.
What do I got?
We're going to go with one that's got a good surprise ending with The Sixth Sense.
Oh, you see dead people.
I do. So I
Hey, Kurt, did you know my brother Donnie's in that movie?
oh, yeah, your brother Donnie is in that movie. He's the one who kills Bruce Willis.
He's doing pretty great. The whole film. He's really great.
Is he doing great? Because he looks bad at the beginning.
He said he lost a lot of weight for the
like
film.
a Macy.
He had to stop going to Wahlburgers for about 3 weeks to get fit for the movie.
That's right.
Stop.
There it is. All right. It made over $670 million at the box office.
People liked it.
Yeah,
They
people
people
did.
people came to watch it. It had an 8.2 rating on IMDb.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's very nice. And in case you don't know, Bruce Willis is dead the whole time.
Oh, you just gave it away.
You spoiled it.
After 25 years,
some
if you
person-
haven't
yeah.
watched it, too bad.
Some person listening to this goes, "Oh, I had that in my queue. I was gonna watch it tonight on Peacock." Damn it!
And I will say, I keep watching M. Night Shyamalan movies when they come out,
Yes.
hoping you're going to give me a good one, and it's
Oh,
not
I
so
know.
great.
You should watch The Happening. That's an M. Night Shyamalan movie with Mark Wahlberg.
stop.
It's fantastic.
It's just Wahlberg full circle.
If you haven't seen that,
The Happening
The
I have
Happening
not, but I
is
saw The Village, saw
we're-
Signs.
Signs was good.
Signs is pretty good.
we're watching The Happening because that movie he delivers Oscar performance.
No,
in
he
that
does
movie. Oh,
not.
it's great.
It's awful.
Did he get an Oscar?
He did not. He was
Then,
overlooked.
then it was not an Oscar-worthy performance.
He was overlooked.
He didn't even get nominated.
I acted my chops off in that movie. They didn't give me nothing.
Give me nothing.
There was nothing there.
I
the
even asked
whole
my brother
movie.
Tony to put in a good word for me.
Damn you, Donnie. Okay, well, that means it's my turn, right?
It is yours. You're double to know.
All right, so I'm going to take the one off the board that my oldest son, who is home from college, said he was for sure would go number one. He was very confident. I asked him multiple times, but that's going to be one
Star
Fight
Wars?
Club.
Ooh, the Fight Club.
Yes. I'm very, that's why I was shocked. I figured Rob would take Fight Club. You seem to be a Fight Club fan.
Yeah, it was on my list.
Yeah.
It's on all of our lists.
It's on
I
all of our
know.
lists.
It's- yeah.
So
It was on my short list.
it was on his short list of what he was actually going to pick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so a great movie. It's like one of those movies you had to see. Everyone in college watched it. Oh, it's the Fight Club,
Yeah.
and then like Fight Clubs would break out, and it's really stupid. But it's entertaining. I went back and watched it again, and it's still good. Everybody thinks it's a groundbreaking movie. I don't know if it's groundbreaking, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's another twist ending.
another twist ending.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna ruin that one too. Ed Norton's Tyler Durden the whole time.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's imaginary.
Tyler's not real. Tyler's in his head.
Tyler's in
they never
his
actually
brain.
give Ed Norton's real
They
name.
don't. He's called the narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have an actual name.
Yeah.
So all I know is Hella Bonham Carter's a little crazy in that.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
But still
So-
very nice.
What was that?
Still very nice.
There's a really bad. I don't think I'll say it, but there's a really bad quote she gives after having sex with Brad Pitt and or Ed Norton, whoever it was, and she says some really foul things. Like he tells him, yeah, I'm not going to repeat that one. It's not a good one.
I
but yeah,
thought this was
yeah,
funny.
Fight Club.
Oh, when I was researching it, said like it spawned a bunch of fight clubs across the
Yeah.
United
That's what I
States.
said.
And it said a gentleman's fight club was started in Menlo Park, California in 2000 and had members mostly from the tech industry.
I like it. They had to get out there. Yeah.
And then it said teens and preteens in Texas, New Jersey, Washington State, and Alaska also initiated fight clubs and posted videos of their fights.
Ooh.
A unsanctioned fight was also started at Princeton University where matches were held on campus. Well, there you go.
Nice.
Did you see where
Princeton and the tech guys,
the
yeah.
idea for this movie came up to the author? He got beat up at a camping trip when he went over to the neighboring campsite to ask them to turn their music down. They beat him up. And when he went
nice.
back to work, it was because nobody asked him what happened, even though he had all these marks all over his
nice.
face. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. It's just
Fight Club.
It's a societal thing about how they won't even bring up the fact that you got your butt kicked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of masculinity
Yeah.
themes of like, yeah.
I like Meatloaf's character, the big, the guy Bob with the big boobs.
We can say
Every
it.
time he hugged everybody, he
Why
You
is
can
there-
say his whole
say
name.
his whole name. No,
It's Bob Bitch Tits.
I was going to say, why are we not? We
Of
said
all
worse.
people
We've said
here,
worse than
David's
that.
like, oh my gosh, I can't
my
say
goodness.
it. It's too much for David to say.
Oh, David's gotten
Doesn't want to be that guy.
gone polite all of a sudden.
wait. Bitch tits. It's like you're in. It's like you're in a room where no one can hear you. Hello. So, all right. Well, then that takes us to the top of the fourth round for my second choice.
Oh, no.
And because of the way I've been watching you two draft, I was
Yeah.
going to try to get this later, but I'm just going to draft it now. I'm going to go with Kevin Smith's Dogma.
Oh,
So
okay,
I really
okay.
like Dogma.
All right, okay.
I like Kevin Smith movies anyway, but this one is funny, but like got some action in it too. And Bartleby and you know,
You just love
them
the
go-
Affleck.
I do.
And the Matt
I
Damon.
don't love the Affleck, but that's fine. I like Chris Rock's funny in this.
Yep.
We got Selma Hayek. There's a shit demon. I mean, it's
There's
got
a shit demon.
I really, I really like Buddy Christ. I think that's pretty funny, right? With George Carlin, he's got the big thumb.
Yeah, the big thumbs up.
Of course, he would bless his driver. So, yeah, I think it's funny. Alanis Morissette as God was an interesting choice at the end.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there you go. That's fun. And actually, what's his face? The actor. Why is it?
Damon?
No, Rickman.
Oh,
Rickman,
yeah,
yeah.
really
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
as the as his part where he talks to her and he tries to drink tequila, but he can't drink it, so he just spits it out. But he likes the flavor or whatever it is.
Did you see that Jason Mewes memorized the entire script?
Oh, wow.
Because he was so scared to mess up with Alan Rickman.
Oh,
So he memorized
nice.
the entire thing.
So I just liked the part where they're outside the abortion clinic, and she's like, "What are you two doing here?" He goes, "Well, we figure it's a good place to pick up chicks."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
He goes, and so I thought that was funny. And so, but it's funny. Yeah, Jason Lee's in it too. They had everybody. Everybody was there. It's a
got
good classic
everyone.
movie. That movie got a lot of heat though.
yes.
Catholic Church
Yeah.
not happy about that movie.
I wonder why.
Yeah, and you can't find it anywhere.
No,
Like,
it's the
gone.
Weinsteins
Yeah,
have said
it's
that they
locked
basically
up.
they're holding it for ransom, is what
Yeah,
Kevin Smith
it's
said.
locked up. You
They
can't
won't let
stream
out.
it.
Who's
can't
holding
buy
it,
it.
Renzo?
The what
Yeah.
is it, the Weinstein
The
company
Weinstein,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Weinstein, Harvey, and them.
Harvey and his
So,
brother or whatever.
If
it
you
is.
go on eBay, I think you can get a copy that's like $100 or
yeah,
hundreds
you
of
can't
dollars.
even get Blu-rays or anything.
No,
you can't
you
get
really?
a DVD.
Yeah, it's locked up. It's gone.
Wow.
So, but I have a copy of it. It's on my little movie
Yeah.
hard drive.
Ooh.
So I do have a copy of The Dogma and Mallrats. Mallrats also locked up.
Yep.
Can't get that one either. So,
Wow.
which is one we'll talk about another day, but another great movie.
All those Miramax fucks.
Dang them.
Why can't you get Mallrats?
I don't like the sound of that, Will.
I don't like those apples,
I don't
Will.
like those apples, Will.
He's
All right.
like, what is going on?
What is going on?
Lemon face, lion face.
What is going on right now?
Oh, we fell into Jay and Silent Bob
Strike
Back.
Back. Yes.
So it's our fault. We are sidetracked easily.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.
We're big dumb animals, folks. Our attention span done turned off.
Done, turned, gone.
So
Done.
all right. So that takes us back to Kurt for his first pick of round
the
4.
picks are
Alrighty.
getting skimpy,
We're getting I'm gonna take this before I'm gonna go Big Daddy.
Oh, nice one.
Big Daddy.
We haven't done it for a while. so-
We
Our
have-
production crew.
That's
is
all right. I think less is more with the chime anyways.
less is more.
All right. Big Daddy.
Was
very-
it? Oh, Big Daddy.
Big
Big
Daddy.
Daddy. Very quotable.
Always.
What's your name? I'll have him write it for you when he's peeing on the. We've, of course, got the 2 Sprouse boys in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that one touched the ground when he's doing the spit slurp.
Did you see that?
We had Scuba Steve.
Love Scuba
Oh.
Steve. I still quote that to this
I heard
day.
that was
Scuba Steve.
Damn
Damn
you.
you.
It was based on a toy that Adam Sandler owned when he was little called Diver Dan.
Nice.
So he
Wow.
brought that back.
Kangaroo song.
Oh, yeah.
The kangaroo song.
He goes, all right.
And I will, every time I see a child yelling somewhere, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be mine, but mine will yell.
Yes.
I will say, will somebody get this kid a Happy Meal? Just
so
shut
good.
him up.
Yeah.
That's what-
Look, I'm telling you though, that movie has that Oscar scene in it. When that kid says, I wipe my own ass as they take him away, and Adam Sandler has the single teardrop. I mean, that should have been on some sort of Oscar montage or something. That's as good as Glory with Denzel Washington. Easily. I wipe my own ass.
That's right. It's almost.
It's heart wrenching.
I like that one. I also like, is that the guy with the old balls? Yes, but I think we're supposed to call them testicles.
I like that quote when he goes, he's got a 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die.
How's that 5-year plan going?
Maybe it's a 10-year plan.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Good Adam Sandler. Underrated, I think.
So, I don't know if it's underrated.
I bring you 3 pieces of cheesecake.
Not knowing what Rob Schneider's doing.
Yeah.
Is that
no.
the where he tries a hippopotamus?
Oh, yeah.
The hip hop
Hippopotamus?
Hip hop anonymous.
Why does he get the easy words?
You get all the easy words.
Spaghetti and meatball? Maybe that's a better analogy?
Since you're in America. All right, Rob, that takes us to you at the bottom of the 4th round.
Pick number
fourth
12.
Ooh, man, it's starting to
Okay.
be slim pickings.
It is getting some pickings. So I'm going to go with a controversial pick.
Ooh, I like it. Let me hear it.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Ooh,
Phantom Menace.
Why is that controversial?
He just wanted to play
Man, I get hyped. When we saw this in the theater, people cheered.
I'm telling you right now, our production crew cannot afford the copyright.
No, not at all. And you're playing the whole thing.
whole thing. No,
John Williams is gonna come looking for us
Yeah.
quick. Williams and Lucas.
no, it's now the House of Mouse. Is
Oh,
coming
that's right.
after
The
us.
house. Yeah, Mickey's coming.
Yeah.
Who told you I could use that? You owe me money.
Damn it.
Rob almost took off the headset and walked out.
Pay me my money.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know he had a Mickey in him.
I didn't either.
Woo! He let it out.
Oh, there we go.
Sometimes his
Usually
Mickey
I
comes
can
out.
kind of see it coming, but that one. Wow.
Don't fuck with the mouse. Okay.
Damn,
Anyway, so
Yeah, so this is
So, anyways, Star Wars.
yeah. So this is the epic space opera.
Ooh, is it?
Yeah, written by George Lucas. It's the fourth film in the Star Wars film, but it's actually it's a prequel, right?
Oh, yeah.
Set 32 years before the original trilogy. Follows Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi as they try to protect Queen Padme
Amidala.
of Naboo. Yeah. In hopes of securing a peaceful end to an interplanetary trade dispute.
Yes.
There you go.
Was it peaceful?
It was peaceful.
It doesn't really get. It didn't. No.
The Viceroy took over the planet.
That's right. The film marked his first directorial effort after a 22-year hiatus. So the last thing he did was Star Wars in '77.
Oh.
And he didn't do anything for 22 years.
He didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know.
Still doesn't.
He's doing
And
very
then,
well.
and then he sold it to the mouse for like $5 billion.
So it received mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Who praised its performances, action sequences, visual effects, and John Williams' musical score.
Yeah.
While its screenplay and characters, particularly Jar Jar Binks,
Oh, Jar
received
Jar.
criticism.
Well, Jake Lloyd should have received criticism as well.
Who?
Young Anakin.
Oh, yeah.
Not so good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I haven't put Connor's favorite child actor,
Yes,
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd. Can I be a Jedi too? That stupid kid. That stupid much.
It broke a ton of records. It grossed more than $924 million worldwide. It's the highest grossing film of '99, and then it was followed by Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So
I will
there you
say
go.
though, maybe not the worst version of young Anakin, because when they got the next one, he may have been worse. Like that kid can't. Hayden Christensen, not a good actor. He got multiple movies. He's fine.
He's fine.
I will say to this, Star Wars 1, Episode 1, not the best. There's a lot of like plot holes happening. There's a lot of bad things. We're going to cover that movie, I promise. But they did waste probably the best villain I've seen in any Star Wars. Darth Maul was literally amazing. His look was amazing. He's got the dual-sided lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
He was a menace. Like, how did he not make it into 3-4 straight movies? He should have been an antagonist for a long time. And then, like, Ewan McGregor's not even a fully trained Jedi yet, and he took him out in like 2 swipes.
Just going to cut him in half.
Just going to cut him in half.
Well,
no big deal.
And I remember when the trailers came out.
Yeah.
That was the coolest part. And you were thinking, oh, this is going to be good.
This is going to be good. And it wasn't good at all.
He was in
Like
for
the
Wasn't good at
couple
all.
scenes I saw him in, I
5
feel
minutes.
like they wasted Darth Maul. They had an opportunity there to capitalize for a long time, and I guess George Lucas knew better than I did.
That's right.
No, let's take him out of the movie right away. Yeah, we need more Palpatine. That's what we need.
Yeah.
You know what they want to see? Palpatine.
And that little boy, he's
And
cute.
that little
little
boy,
boy.
he's cute. I like Jake Lloyd.
Let's put him on a pod racer again.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was a
Yeah.
great scene.
We'll have fun with that one. That'll be great.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I will tell you, that was not on my list to draft.
Weesa can't wait.
Misa can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, Jar Jar.
That'll be
All
an
right.
hour and a half of Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, we'll just
When we do that.
In fact, we're just gonna warn anyone
Are
who
you
listens
motorboating
to
over
that.
there? What is happening?
Anyone who listens to that podcast, it's gonna be 3 Jar Jar Binks voices for an hour and a half.
None of them are going to be good.
Ooh, Misa like a Jedi.
Oh, crap.
All right, Kurt. Oh, no, you got another
it's
pick.
Rob again.
Rob gets
Top
two.
of
wasn't
round 5.
Ready.
Star
I
Wars.
wasn't ready.
You should be ready.
Episode 1. You are ready, young Jedi.
Gosh. Okay.
You will be ready, Rob.
I'm getting Jedi mind tricked over here.
That's right.
I'm going to go. This might be a little shocker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I like the shocker.
Yeah, the shocker.
Sorry.
Wow.
I knew. I already knew.
Hello.
Hello.
I've seen a shirt and a bumper sticker.
Wow. Yeah. I'm going to go with Galaxy Quest.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Of movies left on the board, that made it first, huh?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Is that even on the list?
It is on the list.
It wasn't on my list.
I mean, it's on the list. Let me look. I'm seeing it
Oh.
right here.
Maybe
Yeah.
I was wrong.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I think you're wrong.
I just, as far as like.
It followed over.
No. I don't know.
We had it.
It's a science fiction comedy film. It's a parody of the, like Star Trek fan people.
Yes.
Has a big cult following. It starred Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, had Alan Rickman in it, Sam Rockwell. Had a modest box office success, but had huge critical reception. It got the Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation, Nebula Award for the Best Script. It was nominated for 10 Saturn Awards. Galaxy Quest eventually achieved cult status. It was included in Reader's Digest list of the top 100 funniest movies of all time in 2012. And writer-director David Mamet in his book Bambi vs. Godzilla on the nature, purpose, and practice of the movie business included Galaxy Quest in a list of 4 perfect films, along with The Godfather, A Place in the Sun, and Dodsworth.
Wow. That's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
You name
So-
all the films in history.
Yeah.
He puts this one
That's crazy.
as one of the top 4 of all time.
Misa thinks that's crazy. I don't like that,
Yeah,
but that's fine. I've seen Galaxy Quest probably
funny.
twice.
It's
It's
funny.
okay.
I was gonna say
I never thought it was.
It's a movie me and my wife have watched many a time.
But I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
I mean, it's okay.
that it would be in the 4
No,
like
it's not
perfect films. I don't. It's funny.
I can think of other films I would say are a little more perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
all right,
There you go.
there you go. So you went Star Wars and Galaxy Quest. You were out in the galaxy,
Hey,
out in the
we got
stars.
some
Out in the
themes.
stars.
Look at
Theme
you.
there. Yeah.
You're like some kind of scientist or something. He's such a smart guy.
Yes.
So
All
that
right.
goes back to Kurt.
You're a
It goes
smart
back
guy.
to me now that you've done
That's what he does when he
two-
comes in the room. Hey guys, it's me. I'm the smart guy.
I'm the smartest guy in the room.
I don't know if anybody should do that.
That's the voice you should use all the time. You should start meetings with that. Hey, good morning,
fellas.
everybody.
Hey.
Why is he a 20s gangster? We're going to teach the kids, see? We're going to give them math. We're going to give them English.
Yeah.
All right. That takes you to your second pick of round 5.
My
Kurt.
pick
Ooh,
of
what's his-
round 5.
What's his team coming in?
What am I going to pick? Let's
tough.
see here. All right, the pick is in.
Oh. he likes it. He
I,
likes.
I want my chime.
He wants to feel like he's at the draft.
That's good. All right. With the 14th pick and the second pick of the 5th round, the Hound Dogs select The Mummy.
Ooh.
The Mummy.
Oh, Oscar award-winning Brendan Fraser.
That's right.
Yes.
Brendan Fraser may come up again in my lists if I'm allowed.
I care
but
for Rachel Weisz a great deal.
She
so that's
is very nice.
Very nice.
She's very nice.
Yes.
Married to James Bond, as it turns out.
Which is the,
Yeah.
she is the good Bond lady.
Good Bond lady.
But it made $416 million at the box office.
Nice.
The tagline for this one, the sands will rise, the heavens will part, the power will be unleashed.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's good.
I like it.
Yep. So going back to
I like
our
it a lot.
Going back, we got mummies. They're all dry. They need the cream. Lotion
Oh
up.
my goodness.
A little topical.
So
Need a
terrible.
topical. That's right. A little extra dry. Do you
There's
like
a lot of
topical?
sand. Sand gets everywhere.
That's right.
Vagisil.
Oh goodness. You watch one.
You walked me into it. There's nothing I could do.
Well,
I'm crazy. There's nothing you can stop me.
Can't stop me.
You slashing prices. Everything must go.
I will say this is one of my daughter's favorite movies as well.
Oh, nice.
So it's a pick for her a little bit.
Okay.
Did you watch the one with Tom Cruise?
I have.
Oh.
It's not great, but it wasn't
Yeah.
as bad as I thought.
I think it's as bad as I thought.
It's
so.
just
That's rough.
I saw it was supposed to kick off like a whole another
A whole new,
like
whole,
more monster movie
Yep.
franchise.
Well, here's a fun little fact. When we went to Universal Studios in Florida, I rode the ride The Mummy.
you did.
It was a good ride.
Yeah.
I had a good time. We rode it
It
twice.
was a good ride.
We rode it twice.
I rode it 3 times
Oh.
in California.
California.
Yes.
That's right. California.
California.
I believe that's...
Did you ride that Mummy ride of that Universal?
That's right. It makes you go forwards and then it makes you go backwards.
I go right to the front of the line.
believe
I don't have
that's-
to wait.
That's Algonquin for the land of the good people.
That's what it is.
Land of the good people.
All right. That's a good choice. The Mummy. That's
That's
a good. I didn't like the second one, though. Was it Didn't The Rock show up in the second
Scorpion King.
one? Scorpion
Yeah,
King.
that's
It was a
Oh, it was a
spin-off.
separate-
That
they
was-
spun him off.
yeah. That was the second one. Though. Or no, he was in the first one.
Well, he's
Just
in
the,
one of them.
Just the
Yeah.
very end.
And that's how they spun
bad
him off.
CGI.
Yeah.
And then they made, the
I like the
Scorpion
guy with
King
the
itself.
tattoos on his face.
Yes.
I wanted to
Yeah.
get. He made me want to get a tattoo on my face, but I smartly thought better of that.
Yep.
So
I don't
Probably
know.
best. I don't think
probably
the Air
best.
Force would have been happy with
no,
that.
they would have been less than enthused.
The Mummy Queen or whatever she was in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
She was good.
Oh,
she was pretty.
there you go.
I can't think of her name, but
Good research.
Yeah.
All right.
all I saw was her face.
Obviously, he did a lot
She
of.
was pretty.
She was
He did a lot of
pretty.
draft prep on the Mummy. I don't know her
Nope.
name.
It wasn't gonna pick it.
Anaxuna Moon.
Hey, look at you!
Ooh!
Wow,
He was ready.
Emotep's lady.
it was Emotep's gal.
Nice.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Really, it was the Pharaoh's gal, which is why
Oh, nice.
Emotep was mummified
Yeah.
alive.
You can tell that they brought the Mummy in for a pre-draft interview. They got lots of
right.
information
Wow.
on him.
Yeah, we had no
Nice.
interest in that.
No interest. Yeah,
No
they were
interest.
not one of our top 30 visits.
You didn't even do a zoom in?
No
No
Zooms.
Zoom
Yeah.
meetings? All right.
Zoom.
No.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
We're shaking our rumps. On to pick number 15, David.
15. I am gonna go with. You guys are gonna like this one.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go with a little 10 things I hate about you.
Ooh, nice.
I love that movie, and there's no reason I should, other than it's funny, it's fun, and I like it. It's got a good soundtrack. Letters to Cleo. I'm having a good time there. You got Heath Ledger. I think first big movie.
First American movie.
First American movie. Julia Stiles.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, going good there.
It's a Betty Nine.
I like the dad. The dad's funny, so he's good.
Wear the belly.
Yeah, wear the belly.
Before you go, you got to wear the
Before you go
pregnancy
out.
belly.
So, but yeah, filmed in Tacoma, Washington. Big
Yep.
school there in Tacoma.
University. Stadium High School.
Is it Stadium High School?
Yep, named
it was
after
one of
their
those two.
stadium.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that shot at the end where they're on top. Letters to Cleo's on top of the school playing the song as the outro goes in. So, yeah, but yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie.
What's the song he sings on the bleachers?
On the bleachers.
Yeah.
Wow, we're all stumped.
Yeah.
now.
We did.
And I had a top there. I did a Zoom visit.
You,
Yeah.
baby. And
Is
if
that
it's
the one?
mine,
Yep.
I think it is. Yeah.
We're singing the wrong song. Somebody look that up. That can't be right.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
No, I'm pretty sure because he's doing
think
like
so
the,
it is,
the
yeah.
long steps
Yeah.
across the bleachers.
Why? I wonder why is security chasing him? Are you not allowed to sing in the
Well,
in the bleachers?
I don't know if he's supposed to have the
yeah.
whole system.
And do you
mic
think?
and
Do you think that teacher survives her flashing him in the middle of class? I think he gets fired. So that's.
he didn't bring that on.
I know, but boobs came out. So 1999 or not, if you're an educator and boobs are coming out, you're probably in trouble.
As long as you report it
So-
very promptly.
Oh, okay, very promptly.
But now,
you
now
were-
if he,
You were right.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
That's what I thought. That didn't sound right in my
Can't
head.
take my
Can't take my eyes
eyes
off
off of
you.
you.
There it is.
Yeah,
Too
there it
good to be true.
Yeah, everybody at home was like, "You dummies."
thanks for looking that up.
We
Now
tune
can
in. We
correct it.
tune into an 80-90 podcast, and you guys don't even know the 80s and the 90s. Yeah. So sorry.
Sorry.
I do like 10 Things I Hate About You. Though.
Sorry.
It's really good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt also
Oh, yeah.
in that movie.
I wonder if that was that his debut?
I don't know. Again,
Gotta be an early one.
a lot of good
I was gonna
research.
say, I don't think so because
Look, let me be honest here. This is a 5th round choice. This is a little flyer, so I didn't do as much
little
background.
flyer.
I didn't do as much background check on them as I did on some of the other the other players. Right.
All right.
All right. My next one I'm going to take. This is kind of as an honor to my wife.
Oh,
To my wife.
And
I know what you're gonna pick.
And I enjoy the movie, and it's one of her favorites. So I'm going to go with the Julia Roberts classic,
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
Yes.
Notting Hill.
Wow.
Right. So I didn't know if one of you would take this as well, but it's been on when we did our romantic comedies
We
with the
did.
wives. Notting Hill came up. I think both teams nominated Notting Hill, so it's very popular romantic comedy amongst the wives.
Yeah.
The wives.
The wives.
They like it. So Rob.
Yes.
So you've seen Notting Hill.
I have.
We love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Oopsie
I want to give us an opportunity to have our Oscar moment today. So I'm
Oh,
going to give you
crap.
some. Here, this is your dialogue. Write this
Okay.
down.
Write this down.
It's done.
Okay.
Say, I live in Notting Hill. You live in Beverly Hills. Right. That's all you have to say. Right. Now, remember, you're a whimsical British Hugh Grant bookstore owner. So that's the persona that we need you to take on here today. Right.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so that's going to be you. And then I'll do my part.
Okay.
And I think we have some mood music for that.
Okay.
Right.
You ready?
So, yeah.
All right.
And scene.
I live in Notting Hill. You live in Beverly Hills.
But don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her.
It's pretty good.
That was good.
I want to make out with you right now.
I said you were whimsical and Hugh Grant, and you had no British accent at all. So upset. The one time I give you some improv action,
Sorry.
I would have gave it to Kurt. Would you? Here, let me hear you say
Okay,
it.
you
with
ready?
the
Hold on.
What-
You ready?
What's my,
okay, here you
my
go.
line?
Here's
You
your
live
line.
in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I live in Notting Hill.
You live in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah,
okay,
give him
ready?
the music.
Hold on.
I want to hear. I want to
right.
hear if he can do the
All
accents.
right. And scene.
Scene.
I live in Notting Hill. You live in Beverly Hills.
Oh, it's so good. So much better.
You didn't do your part, and
I
then-
already did my part. I just wanted to give you a test reading. So you get a screen test. Guess what, Rob? You didn't get the part.
That's okay.
Kirk got the part. Hooah. He's great.
I got a great eye.
He's got a great eye. I didn't even get offered to read for that part.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. We were looking for somebody British.
I could do a British accent. Hey, I live in Notting Hill. You live in Beverly Hills.
I think I saw Mickey Mouse
live in
out in the
Boston.
waiting room too.
No more Mickey Mouse. Yeah, he's gonna try out. I'm from Horse and Hound.
Can you do that with Arnold? Can Arnold do that?
Oh
please?
yeah.
This isn't Night at the Improv here. All right, so I'm not gonna do every stupid voice I have in the repertoire. So all right, so I had 10 things I hate about you, and I had Notting Hill. So that gets us to Kurt in round 6. And Kurt, again, very good job with your Hugh Grant. Rob,
Nice job.
D-.
I think my accent was bad.
No, your accent was great.
I didn't practice.
I really
Anything-
really liked it.
It was better than mine.
You didn't do any. You could have made some effort. He took the Kevin Costner route.
That's right.
Who am I, Robin Hood? Okay,
That's right.
No,
No,
I'm not. No accent.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody will even question.
That's right.
What's happening?
All right. I'm going to go with in the
Uh-oh.
6th round,
Nice.
the 2nd pick, the 17th overall pick.
Ooh.
The pick is in.
Because he likes the noise.
I want the noise at least
I
once
want the
around.
noise. That's
No,
right.
you didn't use it, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Toy Story 2.
Ah, dang it.
Good one. I should have had the music for that one.
I would say this is my favorite Toy Story
Yeah, it's
out
good.
of all of them. I love the Al's Toy Barn.
Yeah, that's good.
Gotta love the turn into the spin Barbie when they're spinning
I
down.
like it. Toy Story 2 gets you in the
that's a good
feels.
one.
That's right.
You cry with the Jessie part,
Of
right?
course.
When she
Oh, it
leaves
goes-
her out in the box. Yeah,
Very
not
sad.
good. Very sad.
They were trying to decide if they actually wanted to put that song in the movie.
Oh.
Just because they were worried that they were going to lose the kids if they have this sappy song right
Everybody
in the middle
just
of a movie.
bawling in the middle of the
Yeah.
movie.
I read that it had 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's really good.
Like it's very rare that you
Very rare.
see that, but it's
There's only a
people
handful
love
of
it.
movies.
That's why it is good.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Anyway,
Good pick.
I like this one. This is the movie where they also somebody hit the wrong button and deleted the entire movie
Oh, I like it.
before they had sent it out.
Nice.
But one person had taken a copy of the movie home with them to work on it
nice.
because they couldn't get it back on the computers because they typed in the wrong code.
Ooh.
So they wrapped it in a blanket from home so they could bring it back to work, and they got most of the movie back.
Nice.
Because it was on there.
wow.
By the way, yeah, in 1999, that would have been a complete disaster.
oh,
yeah.
you're done.
The amount of the computers didn't even work that good back then.
And it was all because the lady had a baby, so she was at home with the kids, so she was working on the movie at home.
Well, there you go. Damn kids. Damn kids.
Well, the damn kids saved Toy Story 2.
I saved the day, I guess.
That's right.
So,
Well, I see.
all right.
Okay.
Well, that takes us back to Rob.
Oh man,
Back
we
to
are.
Rob, back to reality.
I can do music.
I can
sometimes.
do music. I can do music.
I'm one of the new movie boys.
There it is.
I want to be a music man.
What is going on here?
Is that your Mickey Mouse? That
Nah,
sounds like Mickey Mouse's like French cousin or something.
That's right. I think I went into a Mr. Hanky.
Yeah,
there
you
for
went
a
into
second.
something. It's definitely a thing.
Oh man.
Oh, adios. Well, I sure smell like flowers. Okay.
Well, you do say I'm pretty corny sometimes.
Oh, but
What is happening?
It's all good.
It's all good.
There's
Rob, anyways, with your
Yeah.
picks.
I
Your
don't
pick,
even
Rob.
know at this point.
End of round 6.
It's end of round 6.
That's correct.
Holy cow!
Pick 18.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna go with Any Given Sunday.
Oh, steaming Willie Beeman.
Any Given Sunday. So, this is a movie Dave and I went to the theater and saw.
We did, yeah.
Yes,
Very good.
I remember the eyeball
Oh, yeah.
coming out in the end
gross.
zone there. Yeah, and you got Pacino. You
Pacino.
got Quaid.
LL Cool J.
You got LL Cool J. You got
Actual
You got
Lawrence
everybody.
Taylor.
Yeah.
yeah, you got everybody in there.
Yeah. Lawrence Taylor, a little swollen in that movie, but
Yeah. Yeah. Al Pacino. You had Cameron Diaz, Dennis Quaid, Jamie Foxx, James Wood, LL Cool J, Anne Margaret, Lauren Hawley, Matthew Modine, John C. McGinley,
James Woods.
Charlton Heston, Bill Bellamy, Aaron Eckhart, Elizabeth Berkley.
okay.
Holy
First of
cow.
all, are you telling me
Everybody.
Bill Bellamy was in that movie?
He was.
Oh, my goodness. Bill Bellamy.
Wasn't he a receiver?
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Funny story about old
Ooh,
Mr.
tell me
Bill
Bill
Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Rob, once upon a time at a little land we call college, I worked at the Red Robin, serving
yes.
America's fine burgers, right?
That's right.
Bill Bellamy did a comedy show up on campus. Came to Red Robin afterwards. It was pretty empty in there, but we gave him his own little booth. He had a drink. He had some fries. Then he went in the video game room, and two big dudes stood outside the video game room while he played video games. Then he came out. He said adieu, and he left.
Dude.
Wow.
Bill Bellamy.
Wow.
Bill Bellamy.
Bill
That's
Bellamy.
yourself.
Bellamy out.
That's what he said. That's exactly what happened. How'd you know that? He paid
Bellamy
his bill
out.
and he went Bellamy out.
Bellamy out. That's right. It also had Dick Butkus.
nice.
It had Warren Moon, Johnny Unitas,
Everybody.
Ricky Waters, Emmett Smith. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I think
let's,
Terrell Owens is in that. I think he's one of the
He
receivers.
might have been. Yeah, he was. Terrell Owens
Michael Irvin, maybe?
and Barry Switzer.
Switzer.
You know who it didn't have?
Who
Clint
did it?
Eastwood.
Oh.
He was supposed to be the Al Pacino part, but he wanted.
Oh.
He said, "I'll only do it if I direct the movie." They said,
That's right.
"We'll get Al."
We'll get
He
Al.
was excited.
Yeah.
Al will do it.
Al will do it.
What do you got? I'm a coach. Give me a second.
Wow. Dang it.
Throw the pass. I got it.
That's a great pass.
Damn it. I shouldn't have picked that just for that. 'Cause I knew it would set
right.
you up.
What's your second pick?
Oh,
Here, top of the seventh round.
Oh, man, it's getting rough.
It's getting-
I'm going to go with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
This is on my I have never seen list.
Yeah.
This is I've seen once, thought it was slightly weird, so I haven't gone.
Yeah, it's a movie that you have to watch more than once. It
I'm-
goes really fast. There's like all these different storylines, multiple storylines happening from different perspectives, and it's got the really strong British accent for a lot of the people, so you can't understand what the heck they're saying.
Nice.
Guy Ritchie really likes to put that sort
Yeah,
of
he
stuff
does.
like Snatch and stuff.
yes.
He really likes to.
Yeah.
I don't want to understand
By
what
the
my
way-
actors are saying.
By the way, love Snatch. Great movie.
bet you do.
Great movie. I said great movie, and you just couldn't wait. I said great movie. It's a great movie. I love it. I love Brad Pitt in that when you can't understand anything he's saying. He's a pikey. I'm the beekeeper.
He's not holding that up.
Handsome Rob's over here.
I'm on some rope.
Yeah, it's basically a heist movie.
Yeah.
It stars an ensemble cast of Jason Statham,
Ooh.
Vinnie
Jason
Jones.
Statham.
He's the guy who played Juggernaut.
I'm the
has Sting,
transporter.
grossed over $228 million at the box office.
Yep.
Empire Magazine ranked Lock, Stocks, and Two Smoking Barrels 75th on the list of the 100 best British films with their entry stating, "To call the plot complex is to do it a disservice."
It's very British.
So,
Very British.
Nice. Yep. On my, I have never seen actually list.
if you've
I don't know what
seen
happened.
Snatch, you've
Kind of seen that.
Kind of
you've
seen
kind
it.
of seen
Okay.
it. Yeah. So,
I do like Snatch a lot.
same idea, a lot of different storylines.
I do like
going on.
Snatch, the motion
movie.
picture, a lot. My goodness.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So that takes us back to Kurt.
me.
Kurt.
Movie Hound. It's a me. It's a me,
me.
Kurt. That'll never die today.
On.
I think I'm going to go with South Park. Bigger, longer,
And uncut.
uncut.
I'm impressed that lasted that long.
I am too.
I did, yeah, we went and saw that at the theater.
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite story on that movie is I had never seen it. David had seen it.
Yeah.
So we go into the movie theater. I remember we sat one row from the back.
Did you sit right next to
We
each
sat
other?
right
or
next
is there
to
a
each other.
space?
We might have had some space.
We shared some popcorn.
This,
Who held the popcorn bucket in their lap?
I definitely held it.
but I remember
I thought Rob would be holding it.
I remember this guy with like 3 or 4 kids come in
Oh,
and they go on the very last row right behind
Well, it's a
us.
cartoon.
Yep.
So
And I remember David like leaning over and going, he's not gonna want to be
he's
in
not
here
going to
for
be here
this."
very long.
Yeah.
Literally, the opening song
Yeah.
is Uncle Fucker. And
Yeah.
they were-
Out and out. He called it. I was like,
Well,
I
the
didn't,
opening-
and I didn't know what I was getting
Sorry,
into.
the
So,
opening song is the little mountain town song.
Yeah.
But when they get into the first 10 minutes of the
Yeah.
movie, Uncle Fucker shows up pretty quick.
Yeah. But no, David called it. He just whispered. He kind of looked at me like,
Yeah, that's
no,
it. Yeah,
this is
that's
not
not
going to
gonna
be good.
I got in 2001, Guinness World Record listed the film as having the most profanity in an animated film with 399 swear words,
Oh.
146 of which were the word fuck.
Oh, yes.
The movie also includes 199 offensive gestures and 221 acts of violence.
Wow.
It's a kid's movie.
It is a kid's movie. So I like the premise of that movie is they learn to cuss for the first time because they're young, like 3rd graders, from going to watch Terrence and Phillip.
Yes.
So because that part when Cartman's talking to the Mr. Garrison and he says, "Suck my balls." He goes, "What did you say to me?" He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. And he gets a megaphone. He goes, "Suck my balls." Mr. Garrison's look on his face. So I also like the song about where the Mr. Mackey tries to teach him not to cuss. So he says instead of saying bad words, say okay.
It's easy, okay?
Instead of saying shit, say poo or something like that.
I can still hear you doing that.
Okay.
The original title was supposed to be South Park. Was South Park Hell Breaks Loose because of the Satan
yes.
part. But the MPAA was not happy with the word hell.
Of course they
So they
weren't.
went with the double entendre.
Of the bigger, longer, and
bigger,
uncut.
longer, and uncut.
Nice.
I do also really like that they made Saddam Hussein his lover, the devil's lover.
Oh,
Hey,
come on.
guy.
Hey, guys.
What's the matter, guy?
No.
Come back to bed.
No reason. Yeah, it's just, you like that, don't you? Don't be mean, Saddam. It's funny because he's going out with a dude named Chris, but he's too much of a pansy.
Yeah.
And then Saddam Hussein shows up. It's just hilarious. So,
sweet.
all right. Yeah, I'm surprised that lasted. I was going to grab that coming around the bend when I came
And
there, but
I
it didn't
knew
happen.
you were probably, because we're
Yeah.
getting close to the end, and I knew you liked
Yep,
it.
I only had 2 picks left, so that was going to be one of them. So I'm going to have to adjust. So my first choice, man, I got 3 here that I'm really, I feel passionate about. I got 4. I feel pretty
Ooh.
passionate about.
Well, you got to have passion.
Yeah, so we're going to go with, first one is just best player available because it's the next one on my draft board. And that's going to be another Oscar-winning performance by an Oscar-winning actor,
Which
Brendan
means
Fraser.
it's
Oh,
not.
yes, it is.
Blast from the Past.
Damn you.
Yes.
Did you really take?
do
Were
like
you really
Blast.
looking for that one?
It's just right here on my list.
What's up with that?
I don't
Right
know.
on my list.
It's just, it's very nice.
Oh
I
man,
got
but
the-
yeah,
I
Blast
got a
from the
Borat
Past.
going on.
I mean, this is a great movie. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a plane hit their house, so they go into a bunker for 30 years. Brendan Fraser grows up in the bunker with Christopher Walken.
Well, that would make anybody crazy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Then he comes to the surface. So one of my favorite things in that movie is he explains baseball to him in the bunker. And when he asks, well, why does the runner run to second base? And Christopher Walken's like, because he must.
Because he must.
And then he goes and watches a baseball game, and Alicia Silverstone sitting there, and he goes, because he must. And it's just, it's funny. I laugh every single time because like he finally figured it out. So, but yeah, I love Blast from the Past. Great movie.
Is that the?
Oh,
where
yeah.
they do the dance?
Dude, he had those girls.
Yeah.
Alicia CB'd him quick. Took it away fast. Because those two girls were ready.
I believe you mentioned that on our romantic comedy.
I did.
Yeah.
Still upset about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like you've been locked in that bunker for 30 years. He deserved that moment. And she kind of took it away from him. So, all right. Well, that takes me to my last pick. Oh, this is tough. I've got two movies that I really would like to have. I can't have both. So I'm going to take the one I don't think either one of you would even touch. I'm going to go with the ever exciting, fun, has a great topic, Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to go with.
Wow.
Stanley Kubrick.
I think our last three picks are going to be
Cruise. Yes. I got Tom Cruise. I got Kubrick. I got Nicole Kidman. I don't know what's going on half the time.
Exactly.
There's an orgy with some masks. A lot of rich people. We got dead
lot of
hookers.
orgies.
They stopped to smoke a joint.
They stopped
in
to
their
smoke a
undies.
joint.
I don't know.
Apparently, some dude sold his 14-year-old daughter to some Japanese businessmen. So there's a lot of storylines happening.
Overdosing.
Yeah, he visits like a cracked out hooker.
Yeah.
This is great. This is a great movie. Everything I described makes it
That's
magical.
Very liberal
So-
with the use of the word great.
I like it. So I like Kubrick. I like the movie. I know some people don't like
a
it.
good
but
family flick.
It is a good family flick.
It
Yeah.
did so good for the Cruise family, they broke up.
Yep. What's the password?
The password is no thank you, I'm not going to watch
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, I like it.
Not New England clam chowder.
Vintage Tom Cruise, right? So he had the fluffy hair in that movie.
Did
He had the
he-
Mission Impossible 2 hair is what he had. Yeah.
Did he do the high step run in this one? I can't remember. Does he ever run in
I
this
think
movie?
he ran a little. I'd have to think back.
it. I do know.
I think there was some running
You're
at
like,
some
I'm
point.
out.
I'm out.
So, but for anyone who hasn't seen it, spoiler alert, I like at the end, he finds a mask in her dresser or whatever from the party. So I'm not sure if we're supposed to think his wife was there, if she
She
was
had a good time.
if she's one of the ladies, what's going on?
We
Not
don't know.
sure. It's very open-ended.
Like I said, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know why they never made a second one to tell us.
The Illuminati shut it down. It's
Shut it
too,
down.
No, I'm
Illuminati.
kidding.
I don't know.
So, okay. So I had Blast from the Past, an Oscar winner, and I had Eyes Wide Shut, a person who should probably be an Oscar winner, Tom Cruise. So there we go. Right?
No.
He should have won one for something, right? Jerry Maguire?
No.
Magnolia?
No.
The only thing he should win anything for is Tropic Thunder.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
good.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is
I
the
could
best,
see
Tom.
that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that takes us back to Kurt for his last. Cue it
Ooh,
up.
the
His last
pick.
choice.
The pick is not in yet, so
Oh,
I
my
don't need to
goodness.
How
How did that happen?
I got a couple that, and I've only got one left. What do I want to do?
He's on the phone. He's talking to other
I'm
GMs.
trying to see if I can get an extra pick. It's not working. All right, I just got to do this one. All right,
Just pull the trigger.
Pick is in.
Pick us in.
All right, with the Hound Dogs' final selection in round 8, pick number 23 overall. We pick Man on the Moon.
Oh, good one. Jim Carrey.
I gotta go with Jim Carrey. He was my favorite actor in my youth.
Okay.
Probably still is, but I do enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
I put here that I'm glad I didn't have to deal with Jim Carrey during while he
Yeah.
was making it.
He was
since
acting like a weirdo.
Since he made everybody call him Andy and was full Andy Kaufman.
Well,
the
and he
entire
also
time.
would go into that other character, the Tony, whatever his
Tony
name
Clifton.
was. Yeah, and he would go into that and he would yell at everyone. Hey, what you doing?
And part of that character, the Tony Lipton character, he would stuff cheese in his just to make him extra weird and stinky.
Well, yeah, and they said he wouldn't shower for several days because
Yes.
Andy didn't shower for days at a time, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
I thought Courtney Love did a great job in this movie.
Yeah. This was Jim Carrey's run at an Oscar. Like, this is what he thought was going to get him.
Well, it
across
got him the
line.
Golden Globe,
It
but
did.
they're like, all right, we're not going to.
It was an Oscar worthy.
I love the people that said he doesn't deserve an Oscar because he was too much like Andy Kaufman.
Good
That-
good
kind of-
reasoning.
He
But
was
yet-
so good at it.
But then
Who won the Oscar that year anyway?
That I don't even know.
Oh, my
I did not
goodness.
look that one up, but
Who won Best Actor Oscar for 1999? I'd be interested who was better than Jim Carrey that year.
Yeah. So,
Because of the movies we've been drafting, I'm trying to think who that would have been.
Yep.
I'm off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
but I just found it interesting that he couldn't win because he was too much like it. But when, what's his name? Jamie Foxx was
Ray Charles.
exactly
Got
like
it.
Ray Charles. Got it.
Well, same argument when Will Smith was Ali. They said same thing.
Yeah.
And then same thing for Denzel, who should have won for Malcolm X.
Yep.
But they said he was too much like it.
Yeah, so the nominees that year were Ian McClellan from Gods and Monsters,
Okay.
Nick Nolte for Affliction.
Well, no, I think that's the year before. You'd have to go to the 2000
Yeah, it's 2000.
Oscars because that covers the 99 nominations.
Okay, let's go.
So-
Russell Crowe, The Insider.
Oh, okay.
Sean Penn, Sweet and Lowdown.
No, nice.
Kevin Spacey, American Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Farnsworth, The Straight Story.
Okay.
And Denzel Washington, The Hurricane.
Okay.
Did Denzel win that one?
No, it was, I don't know who won. Who won?
Oh,
You're looking at it.
sorry.
I thought he
No,
won
I
for
thought
the
he,
Hurricane.
I thought he had. Did he win? He didn't win for Hurricane. His only
No.
win is for Training Day.
Or did he win?
Oh, no, it was Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey,
Oh,
American
American
Beauty.
Beauty.
There you go.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin
John.
Spacey.
American Beauty on our list, unless Rob's taking it here at the end. Looks like it's going to go undrafted, but we'll give it a chance.
Could be the Kevin Spacey
So
effect.
I'm going to do the Mel Kiper. The best one I got on the board right now. I got American Beauty. It's an Oscar winner. I got nominees everywhere.
All right, which movie
if he's
Irrelevant
smart-
is coming up?
Oh.
Oh, the
He's
last
smart,
pick of the
he'll go
draft,
with this.
Mr.
Are you ready?
Irrelevant.
Yep, Mr. Irrelevant.
Nobody's going to see this coming.
Oh, that's great. Tarzan.
It's ridiculous.
Tarzan?
It's even better than Tarzan.
Okay.
Yeah. At First Sight.
Oh, Val Kilmer blind. That's great.
Never seen it.
Isn't
What?
that what this was? Mira Sorvino.
I mean, you got Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
You do.
You got
guess.
Mira Sorvino.
Yes,
You got a guy that's blind
I'm blind.
from the
I'm blind.
from the time he's 3.
Yep.
He has a procedure done where he gets new eyes, falls in love with Mira Sorvino.
Yes.
Eventually, his eyes start to degrade again. He loses his sight again. Oh, it's great.
It's great. It's great.
Yes, you're selling me.
You're selling me.
He can
Yeah.
see, he can't see, he can see,
Yeah.
he can't.
Yeah. The film,
Movie scene.
the
over.
film holds
I
a
feel like
rotten
they
rating.
stole this from Anchorman 2.
Yeah. I'm blind.
I'm blind.
Yeah. The film holds a rotten rating of 32%.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Based on 38 reviews. There you go.
Oh.
It holds a weighted average score of 40 out of 100. Not
Ooh,
good.
nice.
It gets mixed or average reviews. It's
Mixed
got
or
an
average.
interesting premise, but too long and conventional. I
Yes.
disagree.
Yeah, disagree. I
What
think
other movie line
think it's great.
where he loses his sight and regains it and then loses it again?
Ah, nice.
I think it's quite original.
So let's look here at our. Let me do this, and then you took. That was off my At First Sight. Oh, At First Sight also on my not watched movie.
Yep.
Never seen list.
I believe I went on a date and saw this.
That sounds like a good date movie. Yeah. You know what I would have done? Sit next to her, go, "Hey, I'm going to do my Val Kilmer impression," and then act like you're blind. Get a little
feel.
a little boob graze.
Sorry, I couldn't see.
Oh, sorry, I've been blind since I was 3.
As soon as Rob touched it, she goes, "Oh, now I'm blind." I'm sorry.
What a date.
What a date.
Oh, so all right. Well, that brings us
To something.
That brings us to something. Well, that gives us our top 24 movies
Yeah.
of 1999. So let's review each team, and we'll start with the sock puppets over here.
that's right.
And let's
Sock
see
puppet.
what were
Sock
your
puppet
8.
uprising.
What were your 8 movies
All right,
again?
all right. Let me get my thing. So I did Matrix,
No, nice.
followed by Office Space,
Oh,
Austin
Yeah,
Powers.
I'm still mad about
still
that one.
upset you stole that.
Then I went Star Wars,
Good.
Galaxy Quest,
Good.
Any Given Sunday,
Yep.
Yep.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And I followed up with the Val Kilmer juggernaut that is At First Sight.
So that takes us to the Hound Dogs, right?
All righty. The Hound Dogs went Varsity Blues, The Green Mile. We walked the mile.
Walking a mile.
We saw dead people with The Sixth Sense.
Beautiful.
We did Big Daddy. Then we went.
Why do you
Big
say it
Daddy.
that way?
Like, Daddy.
Daddy.
It's the Big Daddy
Why is that funny?
I don't know.
There's no reason for that to be funny.
because we're 12.
Daddy. Excuse me, Daddy. Sounds like
I believe-
old girl from Willy Wonka.
I believe you did this voice at one time when we were warming up one day.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, yes.
Daddy.
Then I went with the extra dry, need a little lotion, mummy.
Oh my goodness. We're just gonna let that keep living.
That's right. Then I went Toy Story 2,
Nice.
pulled at the heartstrings.
Beautiful.
Poor Jesse.
Poor Jesse.
South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And then Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon. So that takes us to Punch and Pie.
Punch and Pie.
I started off with a little scare factor Blair Witch Project.
Ooh, give me a little.
You know, dished up a little American Pie for the second round. Then I got into the Fight Club. Very, very exclusive. Then we talked a little Catholicism with Dogma. Moved myself on to 10 Things I Hate About You. Revisited Notting Hill. Kurt did an excellent job. That's why he's the movie hound. Rob.
I guess.
Kevin Costner. Kevin
voices.
Costnered it. No accent.
yeah.
I do voices.
Nobody noticed.
Yes. And then I went with Blast from the Past with Oscar winner Brendan Fraser. And I closed with the Kubrick classic Eyes Wide Shut. So, all right. So those are our 24 movies that we chose from. When looking at the list, there were some left behind. A couple that I would. So if you're looking at what was left behind, if you had one more pick, what would you have? What would you have chosen, Kurt?
Oh man.
Let's see here. What was next on my list? Next on my list was Entrapment.
Ooh, very good. Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Zeta-Jones sliding underneath
Yeah.
those lasers.
No one's ever gone under the
Very nice.
laser better than anyone else.
That is ooh,
The
very nice.
laser.
right.
So, all right, and Sean Connery.
All right.
So
That's right. Yep. That was my next one on my list.
Oh, nice.
Just because of the sliding under the
The lasers. That's
Yeah.
it.
Under the
So,
lasers.
Well, I had my list of never seen. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 movies from the list I hadn't seen. So Tarzan. Didn't partake
Yep.
in the Tarzan.
Never Tarzan.
Although Phil Collins won an Oscar for
Yeah.
that. I won an Oscar.
that's what it said.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Wow.
I've never seen Lake Placid.
Lake Placid, I haven't
Oh.
seen. Wild Wild West, I never watched.
Really?
No,
that was,
I
that was on my that was
I know,
coming up
I-
shortly on my list.
I refused. And I think it's the Pierce Brosnan. The world is not
Yeah.
enough.
Going back to Wild Wild West, did you know Will Smith turned down The Matrix to do that movie?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
That's great. So Keanu knows Kung Fu and not Will Smith.
That's right.
Although Chris Rock will tell you he knows something. So it might not be Kung Fu.
That's right.
Some kind of like slap.
Kung Fu.
Well done.
Well, if I was looking at the list, I have 2 movies I'm between, but I would go with what we had left was Entrapment, Election, Never Been Kissed, For Love of the Game, Kevin Costner. I thought for sure you'd draft that, Rob.
No.
Bowfinger, American Beauty, Three Kings, Mark Wahlberg, and The Hurricane. So for me, I'm going to go with Election. I like the Matthew Broderick, Reese Witherspoon pick flick. That's what
Pick flick.
yeah. So a little dark comedy.
Yeah.
So I would have gone with Election if I had anything left.
I think I would have gone with Three Kings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You got Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You got George Clooney, and
Clooney
you
and
got
Ice Cube.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
how can you go wrong?
And
It's
they're-
directed by Spike Jones.
And they're
We're just gonna go looking for the treasure.
Yeah.
We
Hey, Tawny,
three
we're heading to the
kings
desert.
be stealing the gold.
Is that what they sing in that?
Yeah, they hate that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
So
I think it's actually Spike Jones's character that says that. We
Three Kings, three
stealing
kings
the
of gold.
gold. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, one other question. If you were looking at the movies in 1999, which I know you both did, we had a list of 35, but there were other movies that came out in 1999. So if you looked at the list and there was a movie you could have drafted that didn't make our final 35, what movie would that be?
Alrighty, so I've got a little question for you. I want to see if you can get the movie I'm talking about just by a quote.
Most likely,
that comes
it's
up.
probably not going to be it.
So if I could,
Because you watch weird movies.
I've watched some weird movies. So if Rob could play my little sound I have.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's
Let's see
excited.
let's listen close, see if you can get
All
the
right.
movie.
It's trivia time.
Ready?
Yes.
Now stand still like a piece of corn.
Let's see.
What?
Do you know what
No.
movie that is from?
No.
Do you need
What
it again?
is that?
Do you need
I
it
want to
again?
hear it again.
No.
Now stand still like a piece of corn.
Hell
Okay.
is that?
Do we have any other lines from the
Oh,
movie?
yes.
No.
Yes, we do. Ready?
Excuse me, I'm not stupid.
So dumb. What is going on? Is it I Am Sam?
No.
Is it Simple Jack?
No. There is no.
Excuse me. I'm not,
Not stupid.
This is so bad.
This
What is going on today?
it is.
Oh my God.
What I texted Rob was, I need the best line from a cinematic masterpiece.
It's not going to be that.
This is The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland.
Yes.
I've never seen that. So
And this is one of my first daughter was one of her favorite movies.
okay.
She would watch it over and over and over again.
Nice.
I remember Rob coming over and watching this movie
It's so
as my
funny.
daughter
I
was
loved
watching. When that stand still like a piece of corn line comes up, Rob starts cracking up on the couch.
Oh my goodness.
I still say it in our house.
Do you
Stand still like a piece
is
of
that
corn.
also yours then?
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
no.
and
Thought for
here's
sure.
here's a little background on the standing still. It's a giant chicken trying to eat Elmo. And
Yeah.
if Elmo keeps running around, the chicken gets gassy.
Yeah.
So he's telling him to stand still.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Elmo's
great.
not a piece of corn.
Elmo's not a piece of corn.
Oh my God.
No.
What is going on today?
The whole premise is he's trying to get his blankie back.
All
It
right.
is great.
It's so
This is
good.
insane.
Against Mandy Patinkin is the bad guy.
That's right.
He is
the bad
mean
guy.
old Huxley. He's got giant
so good.
eyebrows.
You killed my father.
It's so
Prepare
good.
to die.
Prepare, Elmo, prepare to die.
One of the little Muppets at one point is looking at Huxley's eyeball or eyebrows and goes,
Never.
"Those aren't eyebrows. That's my aunt and uncle."
Never.
I use these lines over
It's
and
really
over
funny.
again.
Never
It's
in 72
so funny.
episodes of this podcast did I think
Yeah.
we'd spend 5 minutes on Elmo.
You guys had
in
kids. You
Grouchland.
guys had kids before we did, and so you were my first experience with kids. And this is a film. I would
We didn't
watch it,
watch
love
that.
it. It was so funny.
I don't know about that
That's
one.
so funny.
He was not watching Elmo. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Did not watch Elmo.
Elmo was really good time.
Oh my God. It's worse than my Mickey Mouse.
No, it's not.
All right, Rob, what is your movie that was on the list?
I have it's an Antonio Banderas movie called The 13th Warrior.
Banderas.
Antonio.
I do
Oh,
like that.
Antonio.
There's a really great scene in that where he's sitting around this campfire with this band of
Misfits.
Banditos?
misfits and hey, yeah. And-
Banditos.
but they speak different languages.
Oh.
And it shows him kind of scanning the crew.
Yeah.
And then what I think what they're trying to insinuate, he's picking up their language, and then by the middle of the conversation, he's now speaking their language, and the rest of the movie, they're all speaking the rest of the language.
And do you know why he's
very
able to
slick.
do that? Because he's not stupid.
Excuse
Not
me. I'm not stupid.
Why?
Because of the face you're making, that's why we did it.
So nuts. All right. So I'm
Now
gonna
stand still like a piece of corn.
that too many times.
That's my favorite thing in the
Okay.
whole world.
All right. So, well, my movie,
He looks drunk over there right now.
not that
because of
anyone
this.
cares.
What
but-
was yours, David?
Yes,
I want to
mine
know.
that's off the list is Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Ooh.
So this is Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
It's got Denise Richards, Amy Adams, as you said, making her debut.
Her debut.
Allison Janney, super hilarious. It's about a Miss Minnesota pageant, so they can move on. It's a Mount Lake, or I don't forget what it's called, but anyway, it's hilarious. It's kind of a dark comedy thing again, because people die in it, but it's hilarious from start to finish. Have you seen Drop Dead Gorgeous?
I
you
can't say
seen
that I
it?
have.
I was gonna,
But I
wanna
highly
say
recommend
did,
it.
but it's been a very long time.
Highly recommend. Really funny. They got that one big guy from Mad TV on it. He's kind of slow.
Oh.
And
Is that
it's
where he's
funny.
Hank?
He's stuck. Yeah.
Oh.
He's stuck in the
Did we
truck.
watch that? Yeah.
And he goes, "Help, Hank! Help,
Hank's
Hank!"
stuck.
And then the next time
Help,
they come
Hank.
back, his
Is-
overalls are there, but he's gone.
They like tied him to the truck. Or something.
Yeah, so they tied him to the truck, and then and then they came back. And they're like, "Oh, Hank got loose" or something like that. So
That's right.
anyway, so yeah, Drop Dead Gorgeous. So well, good choices. So
Yeah.
I also reached out to our listeners on some of the social medias, asked what they thought from ¡99. A lot of what we had today. Saw some Matrix. Green Mile was quite popular. I think a Drop Dead Gorgeous got in there. Election was in there. So we got a lot of great feedback. No Elmo and Grouchland. I didn't see that. Toy Story 2 came up several times. Green Mile came out several times.
yeah.
So people like Green Mile.
I saw somebody mentioned 8mm.
That movie's rough.
I also took a date to that.
Oh my gosh.
That is not a
So
date
many
movie.
dates.
Yeah, you were quite the
He's
Casanova.
the latest man.
Obviously not a good pick of movies, though.
Did
Yeah.
you buy her a fish sandwich?
Well, all he saw was, hey, Nick Cage movie. It's
thought it was gonna be, yeah.
It's about movies.
Ugh.
Gotta be
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah. I also took a girl. I
Cage.
had a choice between mall rats
I know you said that
and
before.
powder.
And you chose
I chose powder.
You chose poorly. We mentioned that. in the
Yes.
past.
Another strange pick. I don't know.
Oh man,
My choice in movies.
that's okay.
That's okay.
As long as maybe you took her to the 8mm, hoping she wouldn't be interested in the movie.
That was very depressing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's a rough one.
It did nothing for the rest of the night.
Have you seen 8mm?
No.
It's about him finding a snuff film, and that's
Yeah.
all that movie's about. So
He's like an investigator.
not good.
He's
No,
like-
thank you.
Yeah,
it's
no.
rough. So even for our boys' standards, it's rough.
Yeah.
Right. So even for Cage,
Yeah.
Even for Cage.
it's a little rough. So, well, we would love to hear from you about today's show or any of our past episodes. So take some time, reach out to Rob, Kurt, and I. We're on all the social medias. You can comment on our posts. You can send us messages. However you want to get in touch with us, we're happy to hear from you. Maybe we'll share it on a future episode if we find something we think is funny or good. So, but in the end, just Google Totally 80s, 90s Recall. You'll find us everywhere. And again, we'd love to hear from you whenever you'd like to reach out.
Perfect. Do you need to vent about the last episode's mind-blowing plot twist or the questionable life choices of a certain co-host? We won't name names. Got a question that's flatter than a week's old soda? Let's fizz it up. I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, don't hold back, partner. Forget carving messages into stone tablets or sending smoke signals. Seriously, it's the 21st century, folks. Fire off an email our way. Email us at 80s90srecall@gmail.com. You can also check us out at our website, totally 80s 90s recall at podbean.com to find cool swag and find links to previous episodes. However you choose to connect with us, we love wrangling conversation into something shiny. So come on, unleash your inner keyboard warrior and hit us up. We promise it'll be way more entertaining than watching paint dry, although to be fair, some of our content might be a close second. Consider us your friendly neighborhood knowledge squirrels bearing valuable information, not questionable acorns for you to find later.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Okay. Also, finally, wherever you get the podcast, either Apple, Spotify, wherever, it's that time again where I ask you to take a moment to rate the show and give us 5 stars.
Please.
Write us a review. We always we'd love to hear what you think about the show. A little side note, help this show grow. These boys work extra hard.
Yes, we
I
do.
do this maybe once a month, and I'm sitting there complaining, oh, God. I mean, I love coming in here. It's just, I got to look things up now. But these guys work extra hard, whether it's the creative writing that Robert does and the editing and
creative.
everything,
Yeah.
or the genius of the scripts and the
Wow.
ideas.
Hey.
So give them a good review,
Wow.
5 stars. They work hard. They get nothing back.
We get nothing.
They
We
get
get nothing.
nothing.
We really get nothing.
You get nothing.
Nothing. That's right. All right. So help them outgrow the show, and so I can keep coming back every once
That's
in a while.
right. Yeah, we're getting close to not being able to afford him. So that's right. So it's going to go soon. So,
Eventually, they're going to trade me out for a younger model with Connor. So I don't know.
So, all right.
All right. Also, they do have a merchandise store you can access through the show notes and on the website. If you want to wake up every morning with a cup of coffee and a totally 80s and 90s recall mug,
I do.
You can get one of those. Or as the summer comes up, you can stroll to the beach carrying your lovely tote bag of 80s and 90s recall.
I like it.
Nice.
Yeah. You got any closing thoughts for us, Rob?
I don't have any. I think I've said enough.
Oh, okay.
Well, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Oh, all right. No, not again.
True
Still like a
piece of corn. Yes.
That's closing thoughts. All right. Well, we've seen dead people, heard about a weird masked orgy, and unfortunately mentioned Jar Jar Binks way too many times. So that'll bring us to the end of this episode. And we hope you've enjoyed our look back at some of the best movies or some of the movies of 1999 through our Recall movie draft. We'll provide a list of all the draft picks in the show notes so you can look forward to a great movie night in the near future. Finally, we'd like to thank all of you, all of our listeners, whether first-time or subscribers, for flipping on the VCR or DVD player. It is 1999 after all, and checking out classic movies with Rob, Kurt, and I. Hopefully, we gave you an hour or so of some laughs and great memories. And don't forget to tune in for all new episodes of Totally 80s and 90s Recall every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
That's right.
What's our homework?
Our homework for next time. Oh, hey, Rob and I will be back somewhat on some movies, but we're going to combine in some music, which Rob says he loves even more. So we're going to be covering our favorite 1980s movie soundtracks.
Ooh.
And this is a collab effort between Rob and I. So we've worked diligently as
I believe collab
Kurt.
is short for collaborative.
or collaboration.
Oh.
Ooh, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. But as Kurt pointed out, we've worked very hard and tirelessly on this list, and we think you're going to enjoy it.
Okay.
And it'll give us a good flashback to the 80s.
You've worked hard.
We've all worked hard.
I show up.
That's what we do. So, well, you got anything else?
I do not have anything else.
Fancy goodbye?
I've checked all my fancy goodbyes. I have none.
Check them at the door.
All right. Peace out.
Goodness gracious.
That is-
Stand still like a piece
No.
of corn.
I'm not.
I'm not stupid.
A little like